wants to try to recap what happened last time for a +1 to anything? It was
There was
a
a
bit
thing.
ago. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And it did stuff. And we
Sure,
did
yeah.
stuff.
We
Uh-huh.
had a lot of running around to do. We had a lot of errands.
Yeah, we were. I mean, we're trying to get to the bottom of like, how do we save this neighborhood from burning down?
Yeah.
We did that.
Does everybody
No.
remember what they
Oh,
got
I
up to?
think we're quite far from solving this problem.
Well,
We had solved it,
we
and
did
I'm ruining
manage.
it.
We did manage to at least evacuate the poltergeist from the neighborhood
Uh-huh.
and put it into a jar. We're in an unstable phase from there, but we have managed to at least pause the stopwatch on the houses being burned down, right?
Yeah, so technically we began with a foot chase in which Awkward managed to get a hold of a badge. The badge of Detective Wylam. That opened up one half of the investigation, which took several of you to first to the police station, then to sit in the police station parking lot and do some Googling, and then getting what you needed and turning around and going back. There was also then, after that was happening, there was a fire that was properly executed by Deb and Awkward in a construction site nearby. There was the ritual, or rather the beginnings of the big magic. And no, it was the full big magic to get the thing out of the houses into a central location and into an urn that Harlow spearheaded, right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And where we ended was, I believe, you all took the urn back to the parking lot, the null zone, like kind of dead zone parking lot. Because Harlow had made a vessel, but the vessel was only really working while Harlow continued to stay in physical contact with it. In addition to that, he was not having a good time. Not a very good time at all holding it. It wasn't hostile, but it was very annoying and loud in your mind. Awkward, do you remember what happened right there at the end? You're muted if you do.
That's funny because I've said a couple of things and nobody responded, so I feel better about that now.
Yeah. We call that a classic Ted.
Yeah, I was like zing, and then I didn't actually say that, but I feel like I made a zing. I was like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Oh, bummer.
Just dead.
Just dead air.
But yeah, no, I had a conversation with my doppelganger, and he basically told me to take control of the situation in a way that is beneficial for him, and it'll be beneficial for me, and I acquiesced.
And how did you acquiesce?
Well, in the real world, where I don't think I'm clocked in yet, my body has taken the jar from Harlow.
Yeah,
and my eyes are super white in a way that they have never shown before.
You weren't required to take the jar. All you did was reach a hand out and the jar shattered.
Oh, okay.
Everybody give me an act under pressure roll as first off, actually, while this is happening, let's just to get us back in, what's everybody doing? I know Cam, I think one of the things you were doing was tearing out the signs, right?
Yes.
But that didn't take very long
development
because they're
signs.
yeah, that didn't take very long, so you'd be done with that. But I do know that you hitched them to the truck and then dragged them forward.
Where are we?
You are in the parking lot. The parking lot where presumably once was a house.
Paradise,
the
that's
property.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. The parking lot is basically blacktop in a circle with a little bit of grass and greenery in the middle. There's nothing surrounding it currently, but there are several signs suggesting that there will eventually be developments here, or were. All of the Remax signs and the future development signs have been torn out and thrown into the back of the pickup bed. Sequentially you have, I think one of the things that you did was you went to the center, Harlow, and I don't remember, let me see what roles there was. Okay, yeah. You were all like looking around trying to clock a bunch of stuff. Where you had basically gotten was like, okay, we've brought it here, now what? The urn was set in the center with Harlow holding on to it. Then Awkward collapses. So first off, what does everybody do in reaction to seeing Awkward collapse?
Again? No, I'm just kidding.
I think
So-
actually it might have been Deb that said that you were making sure his head didn't hit the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sean.
So his Awkward's eyes glowed in a
Yep.
different kind of way.
Yep.
And then they pointed at the jar that we put the ghost in, and then the jar shattered.
This is about to happen. We're in the first moments when Awkward goes down, right? And Awkward is, as Awkward's hitting the ground. It's mostly just how does everybody react to that? Harlow, you're you're a bit busy with the, whole fucking jar situation.
Yeah.
I mean, seems like Deb's got it, so I'm not really doing anything.
How about you,
I
Cam?
will still rush over just in case there is medical attention required.
Okay. You both then see the sunglasses slip down as Awkward goes from laying down to, like, as you're like kind of cradling, immediately like horror movie style, like flickers into a standing position. As Awkward points at the urn, eye still like blazing with this weird light, and then the urn shatters. Everybody give me an act under pressure roll. This is definitely just another day for you, for you, Harlow.
Right.
Am I also doing act under pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me something to fail.
Sure. God damn, Awkward.
That is an experience point for me.
Yeah, look at the rest of us, though.
Yeah. Okay, so that's... We're missing... Oh, I guess you get to decide, Cam, if you want to...
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out exactly how far I'm going to bottle it up.
Yeah. You're going to give me a little, or you're going to give me a lot?
I will add 2. Yeah, I'll add 2.
Damn. Do you have that advanced?
Sure do.
Shit. Okay, so hold on. There's extra effects, right? Fuck.
There is.
Uh-huh.
I gotta look it up. Act under pressure, advanced act under pressure. You may do what you
So-
wanted and do something extra, or do
Yeah.
what you want to absolute perfection. I don't
I'll
know what
describe-
I'm doing. So.
Right. I'll describe what's happening here. As the urn explodes, there is a wave that ripples out that is pushing everybody basically backwards from the center. So what you're trying to do is just either roll under the shockwave or roll with it, right? So as to not be either harmed by it or thrown too far away.
Isn't it?
I'm going to use my advanced success
Shit.
to
Uh-huh.
given that I was already assisting Awkward, right? Not only am I going to roll out of the way, but I am going to grab Awkward and roll with Awkward, so we're both rolling out of the way.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, that's cool.
else.
How about you,
Already.
Cam?
Somebody else already caught Awkward, so
Yep.
I will just well, I will successfully dodge it and then something more. It's just a question of what's more.
Uh-huh.
What is there to do here? Let's
So I could say that what's going to happen to everyone is you are going to get pushed and then slammed into what looks or feels like a wall. You can't see a wall, but there's a wall that is barriering in all four sides of this parking lot. So with your act under pressure, right, you could choose to not be moved to the
yeah,
to the edge of
I
the
will do
wall,
that
right?
then. I will just
To stay,
stand in its place.
yeah, to just like manage to catch yourself, get your legs underneath it, and stay closer. Because everybody else is now going to be reasonably far away from the epicenter or the urn. Okay, with the bonus, Awkward, you're going to take only one harm, as Deb basically removes most of the threat by keeping you safe. Your limp body was going to get slammed into the fucking wall, but Deb manages to roll in and cradle you, and the most that happens, I think, is you have a little bit of whiplash from just the moment right before Deb like adjusted, as Deb basically rolled back with you and rolled into the wall, taking most of the hit for you. Everyone else is pushed back, but nobody takes any harm. You just, for you, actually describe to me what it looks like when Harlow, who is right next to it, gets hit by a fucking shockwave, and because it's weird shit, just like rolls into it or like flies with it.
Do you mean Harlow or Cam?
Harlow.
Okay.
I'm
'Cause-
sorry. I had to get up for. Sorry. What was? I am so sorry. What was going on?
So a shockwave has happened that's pushing everybody
Mhm.
back to the
Okay.
edges because there are invisible walls. You are going to get slammed into one of the invisible walls, but it's a question of how do you do that without taking harm? What does that look like? 'Cause you were right next to what is functionally a magical explosion.
Yeah. I've got this big old jar in front of me, and I'm gonna brace into it. That's all. Just hunker down. Be little.
Yeah, so I think in your case, so everybody is going to get pushed besides Cam away from the urn. But in your case, by getting little, you basically pill bug yourself, right? And get rolled. Instead of
Yeah.
instead of you like have a compressed like sort of cannonball as you just get rolled back across the pavement, getting bumped into
Yeah.
the wall. Amaros, what about you?
I get pushed back and I hold a hand out to like hit the wall before I do, kind of
Yeah.
instinctively. And then I look over and I see Cam not moving,
Yeah.
and I think to myself, his role in this grows. There is something to him.
Yes, which leaves us to Cam. How do you just tank this explosion, right? It is like the force of like a grenade going off nearby, but you know, magical. And you're within like 10 feet of it and are not moved.
I'm not sure Cam understands it. I think this might be something tied to the Masters. There's
Uh-huh.
just there is a brief flash, maybe some. Well, no, there wouldn't even be symbols because that's
No,
all
there's-
psychic.
Yeah, you just inexplicably, it's the friendly conundrum of like, what the fuck? Why is Cam not hurt?
Mm.
Okay. As you all are bumped to the edges, as each of you hit, the edges coalesce into what looks and feels like wood, and then into what it looks kind of like the inside of a house, but the dimensions are wrong because they are fitted to this concrete lot, right? So it's just 4 walls, basically. Cam, that's what everybody else is paying attention to besides you, as they all make contact with those. Awkward, with that 3, you are not awake currently because you have to get punished for failing that hard.
Yeah.
Ow, fuck Merlin. Why? Really, is that the way to get what you want? I was petting him and he bit me. Cam, in the center, you see the urn having shattered into like really unnaturally perfect 4 pieces as a small tornado looking thing is beginning to form in the center of it. You can feel at the amount of like pressurized explosion from that just resonated out. You are the first to feel a corresponding pull inward.
Starting with whoever is closest, which I guess is
Probably Deb and Awkward.
okay. Starting with Deb and Awkward, then I will start getting people up and trying to move them away. I don't want them pulled into whatever is going on.
So let's say in terms of location, right? Hold on, let me move us to the actual where it's useful. In terms of location, we'll say that you 3 are on this side of it, and you 2 are on the other side of it, and it is relatively speaking in the center here. But you guys are on opposite sides of the parking lot from each other.
Okay.
How does everybody else respond? Because you all can see and feel what feels like wooden walls having erected themselves around the edges of this parking lot.
I look at almost looks at Harlow and says, "Should I get another urn?"
Sorry, I hear some scream. Just 1 second.
No problem. I go over and make sure Harlow's okay. They're a little dazed.
Yeah, you at this point begin to feel the tugging, as like you can feel like a bit of your robe feels like for a moment it's flapping in the wind, and then you feel more of a directional sort of flapping to it.
I certainly put a grip onto like some part of Harlow's clothing to like make sure like I have this person and they're not gonna get pulled away from me, or at least try to, you know what I mean?
Cam, with the 14 and the extra thing, essentially because of the perfect successes, Deb, you've got a hold of Awkward pretty well and can maneuver him however you wish. Cam, what I'll give you is that you can see as you feel that pull and you're securing them, the nearest thing to you probably is your truck, which is about 15 feet away, right? And if everything's getting pulled, the truck will probably be the last thing to get pulled just because of how heavy it is.
Yep. Plus, I'm gonna be real honest. I'm super tempted to just throw Awkward in the back of the truck and lock him there for a while.
And that's listen, yeah, that's valid.
Wait, in the monster timeout truck?
Yes.
The monster
timeout truck.
Gee, the person who has turned on us like 3 times at least. Why would I throw you in the monster timeout truck?
Wait, oh yeah, no, shooting you.
Yeah. And to be clear, this is mild for a spooky. Like Spooky is so built to be nasty and to piss everyone off.
Oh no. Of course I gravitated to that one.
Yeah. Okay, so
But I
we'll
won't. We will try to get Awkward into the bench seat. I'm taking the keys out of Veronica. There's no way I am risking Awkward driving off with Veronica. But I will gesture, or I will direct rather, Deb and
Deb, you're
Deb and Awkward to the truck.
Deb, you also drove to here, I believe. So
Yes.
your vehicle is probably on the opposite side over by Amaros.
Okay.
Like on the opposite side. Consider it like a circle, right? And in the center is a bit of greenery, which is where Harlow was holding the urn.
Yeah.
And you guys are on the black top surrounding it. So Cam's truck is like relatively over here, and your
Mhm.
and the entrance to where you came in is closer to over here, right?
Yeah.
But your truck is over here. Cam is parked on kind of the opposite side. They're relatively close together because it's like a circle or oval, right? It's one of those
Gotcha.
parking lots.
Awkward. How much, if at all, are you resisting getting in the truck?
I'm unconscious, right?
You are unconscious.
Not at all.
Yep.
Great. Then
You rolled a
right.
3 on that act under pressure.
Yeah. Then I'm just picking Awkward up and putting him in Veronica.
Okay. So yeah, Harlow, what's happening is the Deb's truck is over, or Deb's van is over here. Cam's truck is over there. In the center where the greenery is the urn, which has been broken into 4 pieces. There is at the beginnings of some kind of pulling thing that is beginning to.
Okay.
You can feel the first little bits of it as pieces of your clothing are getting tugged.
Okay.
But it looks like from you can see on the opposite side of the sort of median divider thing that Cam, Deb, and Awkward are, well, mostly Deb seems to be managing Awkward, but Cam did not get affected at all by the explosion or moved in any way, turned and immediately started ushering everybody on this side of things over towards the truck.
Getting people to safety.
And Amaros is right next to you, having like also gotten banged into the wall, but both of you are closer to each other than to the 3 on the opposite side.
Okay. Barring
I've,
a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature, can I ward? Can I put a ward around this thing so that no people can fall back in?
Sure, yeah, you're trying to
Put a
basically
glass jar over it.
right, you are inverting it so that at the very least no people can go into there, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. This is definitely one of my pre-made spells, so a little glass jar with a match striker. I don't think I have anything special for this.
Okay,
10.
cool.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Okay. All of you feel the tugging sensation ebbing. As that is happening and you take this moment to focus there, the 3 down here are all over by the truck. Amaros is next to you, kind of holding in place, anchoring. Amaros has also just asked you if you need another urn. But you reach out to do this, and all of you can feel the tugging sensation cease. Though all of you now, as you are looking around, can see it. It's sort of hard to see at first. It's almost like the parking lot is being filled with smoke, and you realize pretty quickly it is rapidly resolving into like the inner parts of a big house. But the fact that it's like overlaid onto reality is making it more confusing than, adding any kind of clarity. It hasn't fully resolved yet, but the images are overlaid in a way that's really confusing to look at.
So there's a kind of house around us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird, right? Because you're still standing on blacktop, you can feel it, but your
Right.
eyes are telling you that you are standing inside of a house that is slowly being shaped into being. It hasn't
Like
hit
the like the castle we were in.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot less along that line, probably a lot less commanding, shall we say. A lot more of a chaotic and sort of like haphazard version of that, right? Whereas that was a very directed and very intentional thing. This one just seems to be a lot of chaotic shit going off, resulting in this kind of weird reality entanglement thing. So what's everyone do?
As the house is forming, move and try to maneuver out of the way of the whatever, if there's furniture also being created and doorways, like trying to like walk and open a door as it's creating itself.
Yeah, you
just
like
kinda...
catch yourself. Amros, it's actually odd. You walk through a coffee table, right? And it only occurs to you after you've walked through, like, oh, that might have hurt if that had happened, which then does result in you reaching out and actually touching a door, right? And opening a door as if it like moved into being corresponding to your belief in the way it works, right?
Yeah.
What about everyone else? We've got the three, or actually, go ahead, Amros. You were kind of in the middle.
Oh, no, that's kind of it. The idea of like trying to move through the space a little bit as it's being created, um, checking to make sure Harlow's okay, but certainly trying to like get ahead of it, whatever's happening.
Uh-huh. Okay. I will say for the three of you over in the truck, it is immediately clear that this effect is not going to work very well with like the dimensions of the truck, right? Like it's trying to figure out how to place this truck within a home. And you can see it's happening to the minivan on the other side. Like it's trying to resolve into like figuring out how to work these things together and largely just stopping. Like you're just sort of sitting like a little bit frame glitched out of the house, right? As it's like, the truck just goes here. A dining room is being formed around you, but you are sitting in a truck. And Deb, you can see on the opposite side, it looks like a garage being formed around the truck or around your van, but it seems to like only get about half before you can see like a garage door like bisecting your van, right?
Yeah, I think Deb just yells out to everyone, yeah, let's all meet in the living room.
Yeah, the living room probably is about equidistant between the weird dining room that you guys are flickering in and out of as we're being in the truck and the not garage that Amros has just entered into a garage, which for a brief moment, Amros looks a lot like the garage you walked into to go play Wee Woo in the car. As you
well,
like,
all
blink,
garages kind of look the same.
Yeah, right?
A little bit.
They got the Midwest garage fridge. It's universal. Harlow, are you going with Amros?
Yeah, if Deb's saying
okay.
meet in the living room, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
awkward.
We head that way.
Awkward. You are still unconscious. Although for you it is a void
Stay down.
unconsciousness, not a. So, Cam, Cam, what are you doing?
Oh boy. I mean, I just gestured them into the car. As the car is materializing as a room is materializing around the car, I kind of feel like it's, yeah, okay, never mind. We grab Awkward. Firemen's carry the unconscious guy and grab my gun in the hand that is not carrying Awkward. Or not holding on to Awkward, rather.
He's gonna wake up and immediately black out again.
I mean, I figure he's gonna wake up, steal my gun, shoot me, then black out.
Right.
You know what? That's
real. Okay. As what do you do once you all are to where again to say that there is a house forming here, that there's a living room forming around you, right? It's too unintentional and chaotic to look particularly good as a facsimile of a living room, right? There's like a coffee table that like is flickering in and out around the like center. There's a big like home what looks like a probably like home theater thing over in the corner that is flickering between many different types and models of television, including some like old timey like projector televisions.
I have an annoying question.
Uh-huh.
What does it mostly look like?
Mostly it looks like a old mansion.
Cool.
That seems to be the design philosophy, though it just isn't, it can't quite track right because it's pretty clear that the parking lot is not the exact, grid dimensions of this place. So as it's resolving itself, it's having a lot of issues with like overlapping spaces, right? And having to try to accommodate for that.
I ask after awkward. Look at Cam and just say like awkward.
He's laugh.
Okay.
Well, the spirit's saying something now, isn't it?
And we knew
Too
it was
bad our
tied to this
psychic is
house.
unconscious.
I mean, some of y'all saw the eyes, right? It wasn't just me. Do we think like maybe the spirit got a hold of him, or
Difficult to say with awkward.
Well,
Likely,
it's not the
but
first time we've seen that.
well, I mean, we've seen other things, but this is Ted misremembering. I thought this was the first time we had seen him go like.
Oh, it is absolutely the
Second
first time.
time.
It's the first time you've seen him go full like horror movie frame drop thing, where like he went from horizontal to vertical and like pointing over at the urn in a way that was deeply unnatural. It's probably the first time he's ever done like that horror movie kind of thing, right? It's not the first time he's done his spooky his spooky eyes go white, do bad things routine.
has anyone seen him do that before?
Not that.
I make a motion to let me take a look at him.
Uh-huh.
Can we lay him on like a couch or table? I
Yeah,
I want to know if these things are physical or semi-physical.
Yeah, as you lay him on the coffee table that is like flickering in and out, it resolves itself into a solid, kind of squat, older style looking coffee table. No glass. And yeah, it becomes solid.
Um, yeah, I do. I mean, I think it's. I know that he's injured. I can see the token that he's injured, but is it like physically clear that he's taken damage?
Um, I'm trying to think of all of the damage that you've taken today, Awkward. Uh,
I have 3 injuries, so I'm still
yeah.
stable, but I'm pretty close to unstable.
Yeah, he probably doesn't visibly look fucked up. Most of his
Yeah, most of it's
injuries have
been from
been,
brain.
yeah.
Brain stuff. Yeah.
Actually, what I'll give you is his ears are bleeding, which can't be good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd definitely be like looking at him, like lifting an eyelid to like look at his eye and see if it's glowing or not. But if I see his ears bleeding, I'll place my hands like like a few inches away from his either side of his head, and a little glow appears, and I'm gonna try to heal you and not kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
that's still good. I heal you 1 but I take on your harm.
Yep. So yeah, Amaros, you feel a little bit of wetness as a little bit of ichor drips out of your left ear.
I do have a question.
Mhm.
It says I can heal the harm or illness, but you take it on yourself. But I also have a thing that says whenever I suffer harm, I suffer one less.
Look, I think this is one of the only situations in which I will bypass that thing to say that
Okay.
because yes, yes, but it feels like the spirit of it, right, is you making a sympathetic connection and
Sure.
incurring like a karmic problem on yourself, right, by removing harm from something else.
Sure.
So I think some of that is the you allowing yourself to be hurt in that way, right? More of a choice than a like a happenstance. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, awkward. You wake up. You
Oh
don't have
shit.
you don't have your sunglasses.
Do I remember anything that happened?
You remember your vision. You have
Okay,
no
so
idea what happened though. Just that you said
okay.
yes.
Okay, so I said yes, and I wake up in Veronica.
Yeah.
Nope,
Not in
you
the
are
monster tent.
stretched over my shoulders.
Yeah, you
Oh,
Well,
are
he's actually on a coffee table.
yeah, you're on
Oh,
a
that's
coffee
right. We
table
set you down to
currently.
heal you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what looks like a poorly rendered living room. As you're like looking at it and it like is flickering and being kind of weird.
Now that you're thinking about it, are you awake?
I think he's coming too.
Yeah, as he like slowly opens his eyes, he'll see that he's in an unfamiliar place and like quickly get back up to like up onto his hands. So his legs are still on the table, and then just kind of like scoot back like he's afraid. Um and then just say, "Wait, where are we?"
We're in the parking lot. There's a house forming.
What?
Always
Yeah,
wanted
not
to go to a housewarming party.
God damn it.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's good.
fuck.
So is the house like actually growing right now?
Here's the thing, right? Is that it cannot grow beyond the bounds, the four-walled bounds of the parking lot. So it is not growing it's growing in complexity, but because it's being compressed into the space of the four walls, it's not going well. Right? Like there are pieces of it that are going a little bit like the places where you could see multiple rooms overlapping with each other on the sections, right? As they're getting solid. Like reality is trying to configure and like figure out which set of things is going to occupy the physical space.
Does this house look familiar, like from one of my visions?
No,
Okay,
actually.
good. Good.
Yeah, it just looks like an old house.
Awkward. You
Yeah.
broke the urn.
What?
You pointed at the urn and it broke. And now this.
He will sit up and look at his hands. Um, oh no, no. And then he'll put his head in his hands and just shake his head, repeating no over and over.
Can I use my soothing voice on him?
Sure. Yeah.
God damn it.
Say this is what this is built for.
You don't get to crash out, Doug.
Yeah,
Not
you
yet.
can't. No crashing
Character
out.
development.
Yeah, Papa Amaros is here. You don't get to crash out. It is like the calm emotions, though, right? The reasons you're freaking out have not subsided, but you do feel preternaturally calmed by Amaros's voice. That is just
always
the way
forget
that
that
move works.
I always forget that it doesn't require a roll.
No, yep.
I was
Nope.
waiting for that. I was waiting for it to fail.
Nope. In fact, one of the things that happened last time is Amaros got caught in a filibuster, having to continue to sue the guy because he caught Harlow doing a bit of ritual and kept getting pissed off every time Amaros stepped away. Had to wait till he got sleepy and went to bed. Fucking.
Yeah, I just tell you that it's okay. You're okay. We're all here, and we need you to help us get out of this.
Out of the house?
Mm.
I'll look around for a door. I'll also use my sight. What external influences are occurring? Let me see specifically what it says.
Oh, by the way, Occam's razor has triggered the fuck out of Harlow.
Ooh.
It just occurred to me. This is some shit, Harlow.
Well,
Does
yeah,
that
I
mean-
presume.
Yeah.
Does that mean
Yeah. Okay.
Yay!
Yeah. Fucking A. Okay. Hold on.
Yay!
Let's resolve the stack. You looking around, Harlow, could see you. What I will give you for free is that you are essentially standing in the middle of a house that is being actively constructed by the stuff of spirit, right? Like ectoplasm. That's for Awkward, because Awkward's looking at it on a ghost level, right?
Yeah, so
You-
like is the wood itself like ectoplasm or like ghostly figures constructing the wood?
It is
together?
there's no figures constructing it. It just seems
Uh-huh.
to be made of ghost stuff, or at least it's indistinguishable. It's like the ghost of a house, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that means.
So like this whole
Ghost
place is
matter.
glowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harlow, I'll give you for free. This is a weird ass phenomenon and also an unnatural creature.
Okay, that was the part
Sure.
that I was very excited to find
Sure.
out.
Sure. Yeah. And now fucking Cam.
Monster house.
Cam.
boy.
Fucking good move.
While he thinks about that, is this the same spirit that was in the jar, or is this something?
This actually, I don't think you can tell without some kind
Okay.
of roll
Fair
to
enough.
interrogate that.
Yeah.
I think my question is going to be, given that we see a house going up and we know that the spirit of Andrew Thistle should be around here somewhere, because that was
Mhm.
theoretically what was in the jar, where did it go? I'm just going to just poke my head out into the hallway
Yeah.
and just sort of...
So staring forward, trying to see past the illusion, right? See past the fragmenting of reality that is overlaying this space on top of the space. The last place that you remember that, because you were also very near to it, right? I think what I will give you is that you, as you were rolling backwards, right, and things began to resolve, and you were handling the others. One of the last things that you saw was the kind of red lighted tornado of what used to be the urn, going down, as in into the earth, but staying in that central position. So you can't quite see it, right? But
Yep.
to you, that means if you can't see it, it might be under.
Yeah, I was going to say, time to start looking for the stairs to a basement.
Right. Okay, anyone else want to either play off of the moves you just did or want to initiate something for yourselves? Amaros and Deb, you haven't gotten to play yet, if there's anything you two want to do.
Yeah, I want to talk to it.
Hold on, Deb and Amaros first.
My bad. Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like I did the thing.
Okay. What about you, Deb?
Yeah, Deb is, as is normally the case when things get this ghosty and occulty, Deb is a little bit out of her depth, so she is just in protector mode.
Are you keeping more of an eye on Awkward? Since that was sort of your initial position.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Yeah, if you have a different focus, that that's fine.
Nope, that
It
sounds
won't
about right.
affect much. It won't affect much other than where you are physically, located, right? Which
Right.
is near-ish to Awkward. Although you're all relatively close to each other currently. Okay. So then we'll go to you, Awkward. You said you wanted to talk to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do a manipulate someone roll. I assume you're using your bargain thing.
Yep. Where are you? There we go. Yep. Manipulate someone. Boom. Hey. Yeah, it's just if they do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna start with, if you're willing to talk to me, we may be willing to help you out with whatever it is your goal here is.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll throw it to you first. Is there any kind of gesture you want to do to put power behind this?
Sure. I have no idea what that would look like, though.
That's the thing. That's what I'm asking you. If you got any kind of drive
Yeah.
home, you're trying to bargain with a spirit, right? And this is kind of more Harlow's domain in terms of knowing how to do this. You're
Yeah.
sort of just trying to sorcerer your way in, right? Just sort of lob some shit in. And so far, mostly what you've been asked to do is stab your hand as like the default.
Oh,
But
shit.
if you've got a different idea, right?
Wow, I was gonna hold out a hand, but I guess fucking. God damn it.
You're gonna hold out a hand.
I was going to, but you made a good point that stabbing myself might be a bad idea.
I mean,
just got
it
healed.
worked. It worked the last time, is what I'll say. But I'm not trying to influence you into doing that if you have a different idea, right? That you do as a part of like the RP of this, right?
I sure don't, so I will take out the big knife that I never used that I definitely have.
Yeah.
And stab myself.
Wait a second.
Yep. Yeah. Deb, you've literally seen this exact same sequence before of Awkward dissociate, grab a knife, and then just start flinching away from his own hand as he gets a dagger ready.
I'll have you know, it's a big knife.
A big knife, sorry. So Deb, Awkward's got a big knife. The Awkward's holding towards Awkward's hand. What are you doing?
First, I'm just going to ask, hey, Awkward, Awkward, why don't you wait a second and tell me what you're doing here?
I am attempting to commune with whatever spirit comprising this house. And oftentimes it requires some sort.
You cut out at the end there. Some sort of sacrifice? Was that it?
Oftentimes it requires some sort of sacrifice to establish a nation.
All right. Well, that seems unhealthy, but does it have to be your sacrifice?
Not. I don't know. Maybe not.
Let's say we find out, and I just put my hand palm down on the table.
Uh-huh.
All right, before anybody goes cutting on anybody else, maybe we should look down in the basement. That's where the urn went, or what was left of it, anywho. We might be able to, instead of cutting, we might be able to just walk downstairs and.
I have a feeling it's still going to require some sort of.
Well, okay, but I mean, we can do that downstairs once we know for sure. Before anybody goes and does something.
All right. Your guess is as good as mine at this point.
Okay.
Can I investigate a mystery now?
Yeah. Yeah. You get a +1.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's just the way Occam's broadsword works.
Hey,
Right,
you still,
yes, yeah.
you still have a Jinx +1, so go ahead and take that now.
Sure.
Wait, do you have advanced investigative mystery?
I do.
Okay, then yeah, take my Jinx.
Okay.
That's your last Jinx, though.
Your last Jinx.
Hey!
Good God.
Okay.
Well, you get to ask me question. Any question.
Yeah. Do I have to separate the man from the house in order to put him to rest?
So, okay. First things first, with forensic divination, you get a free one, which is what magic was done here, right? Which I
Right,
think
yeah.
absolutely you are right.
I can. Oh, yes, it is a free
You
extra.
may, but
Yes,
it's a freebie, right?
Yes, yes.
So
That would be a valuable question now. Yeah.
yes. So what you are seeing, you think is potentially the beginnings of a ritual, right? Or the beginnings of the ritual chronologically. And the way to set the man free, because one of the things that you all discovered, I think maybe 2 sessions ago, or at least surmised based off of Amaros's past lives, was that what you're dealing actually it was a combination of you and Amaros in that regard, was what you are dealing with here is not so much a person as it is a fragment of a person trapped within, like, the moment that the ritual is completed, right? And to
Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay.
yes, it's essentially like, so with your question, do I need to separate that? Yeah, I mean that would be a way to go
Yes.
about this, right? Is if you can, if this person and what remains of their soul is a battery for this ritual to let it continue on in perpetuity, then taking away the power source would be separating what is left of the man from the ritual.
Okay. So what I want to make sure that am I learning then that the house that we are seeing is the manifestation of the ritual? Like that, like if if a spell on paper is a circle, this spell in the world is this house. Is that right?
Potentially, or that the house is somehow involved in it.
Okay.
The
Okay.
house
That's
may
fine.
be just part of it in some way that you can't quite see yet, right? But the
Okay.
house is necessary for whatever happened here. Whatever this
Yeah.
ritual was, the house was important.
Yeah, this is not the only house we have encountered that has not singularly been the facility, but has been integral to the
Yeah.
operation of the ritual. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
So that was, we'll go
Two
with
of
that's
my
2
four.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
two of
on.
my
Is
four.
it how it is it 4? Am I missing one?
Yeah, so with forensic divination I get magic for
Oh,
free.
so
With
okay,
an
yeah.
advanced I get the ask God, and then and then I get my 2 normal ones.
I think with a 12, it just replaces. You don't have to. You aren't constrained to, like,
Ah,
it doesn't give you an additional question. It just replaces the 2 that you have with Ask God, right?
I see.
You are no longer you don't get an additional question that goes back over. You just get to replace your 2 questions with Ask any question, right?
So instead of getting 2 mechanical questions and a special question, I get 2 special questions.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so I get 1 more special question.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry.
You're good.
And I had it, which is what is the best method for breaking this spell as with the tools that I have? Like mechanically, what is my best method of doing this?
It depends a little bit. If this is a blood ritual of some kind, right, or an involved sacrifice, potentially disrupting, like there's a moment when the sacrifice must have happened that this thing would be vulnerable, right? But if this is a loop, right, it's catching the loop at the right time to disrupt
Okay.
it before it begins, right?
Okay.
That would be your point of
And
vulnerability.
to like attack the open mouth before it's fed, right?
Right. It's
Okay.
if you're looking for the vulnerability point, right? How would you go about this? You have to find the moment when it's starting or when this ritual loop is beginning and try to do something then. Right?
Okay. So as I am following Cam as she's headed towards the stairs or basement, I'll be telling them and Amaros um, that this ritual is kind of like a snake eating itself right now. It is a loop and it's going to keep doing it. And every time it takes a bite, it's going to be vulnerable enough for us to do something. That's probably where you guys and probably Deb are going to have your best opportunities to do anything violent or explosive. And then I'll do whatever spell work I can on this side.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what we're going to see down there, but I think we're about to probably see Thistle, I hope.
Either way,
Kind of
out
hope
what
not,
happened.
because we're not going to see all of them, and he's not going to be in a great way.
still,
Oh, yeah.
ghost
Maybe you can
basement.
still answer a question, though. Sorry, was that Omar's?
Oh, just excited about the ghost basement.
Okay. Cam, you lead them into what would be the center of the house. Though, again, the fact that there is a basement access, like as you get there, right, there's the center resolves itself into like a set of hallways making a square, right? And on one end is a door going down into the stairwell. And you open it up, and there's a brief moment when you look down, and it's very disconcerting because about 2 steps down is where the grass is, right? As you're looking at the ground while also looking at a stairwell leading down simultaneously, right?
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, hopefully it finishes forming so that we can walk right through solid dirt.
For you, Cam.
Do you get in, Cam?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you pass through. There is a brief moment of very strange physical sensation where it's kind of like each of you as you pass through that moment get a kind of tingling all over, right? Like a full there isn't really a corollary because there's not much that makes every receptor activate at once, right? But it is the feeling of like suddenly you are occupying the same space as something else, right? And that is very, very strange to experience. As you, for the first 3 steps, as you go deeper, as your head goes down below the dirt line, the stairs go down, angle to the left, and then go down deeper. And there is a few steps where it does feel like dirt everywhere before it resolves itself into what looks like just a dirt like the walls are made of dirt and soil, but there is a stairwell leading down into this this cellar. um Give me real quick. What is your marching order? Cam is first, I assume. You can drag yourselves into wherever you are approximately as you descend Scooby style.
I think I probably hold up the rear unless you want to, Deb.
No, that works for me. I'll sort of take the middle spot then.
Cool.
Okay. Cam, you are the first to see it as you round the first corner, which is you could see the floor that is just soil down below you at the bottom of this place. And as you reach the bottom, the first three of you can see it first, which is in the center of the room. There is a dead man, very clearly dead because there is blood all over the surrounding soil. This basement is not just unfinished, it is dirt, it is soil, it is unnaturally so for this to still be a a cellar structure, right? It's more like like it is still in the shape of a square, but it is completely just earth. But you can see even through the dim light of a flickering lamp in the corner, like a floor lamp, that you don't see any obvious power source for. You could see this figure dead with what's clearly some kind of large knife wedged in its back, and you could see blood all over the soil in front of it. And the remaining two of you, as you get down and you all collect yourselves at the bottom of the basement, see the same scene: a bare, basically cellar made of soil, and a dead figure in the center with a knife sticking in him.
Well, I'm in the back. Well, I know where we've collected in the room.
Mhm.
Can I go get the knife?
Yeah, you take a few steps forward. You're trying to just snatch the knife, right?
Yeah, like I kneel down and I put a hand on it and then pull out because my intention is to roll him over, but I don't want the knife in there
Uh-huh.
when I do it.
One harm makes it through as your hand touches the knife, and it should be molten hot, right? One harm makes it through past your armor and through your negation. As you are holding this dagger, right? You're capable of holding it. It might burn you, but it is incredibly hot to the touch. It looks, as you're looking at it, as you've kind of unsheathed it, very ornate. It is curved, like it's the stereotypical like ritual dagger you're imagining, right? Got like a ruby jewel in the pommel, but the metal handle that you're holding said is like blisteringly hot.
Hell yeah. Um, I was gonna turn him over, but instead I rise to my feet. The hand holding the dagger tightens, and I put my other hand like over to the wrist. It looks very much like I'm bracing
Mm-hmm.
this, and I say, I don't think I should let go of this. Can someone turn this body over?
Mhm. Yeah. We can take a look.
Yeah, you flip the body over. It is what you recognize to be Andrew Thistle, a middle-aged, little bit heavier set man. He is wearing what was probably a like fairly nice suit, though you're noticing he doesn't have any shoes on. He's just in his sock, and there is blood all down the front of him. And the first thing you notice actually is that his throat has been cut when you flip him over.
Cody, I don't want to take away from the gravity of the scene, but I just want to call out. I did hear you say he's in his sock.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
I
Don't
just
worry
wanted
about
you to
that.
know that did not go.
I can't
I
believe you
didn't.
desecrate
I
a
was-
corpse like
I,
this.
I was,
No, I didn't.
I was
He
all ready
has
to
one
investigate
sock.
that mystery.
No, I didn't. Prove it.
Classic one sock on.
I won't.
We record
Yeah,
these.
yeah. I won't believe it till you give me the sound clip after. It didn't happen. You don't know that.
This is deep channel lore.
But yeah, that is what you see. It is Andrew Thistle, throat cut open, blood all down the front of. He doesn't have a tie on, though he does have a fairly nice dress shirt, and he does actually still have his like jacket on. So the dagger was stabbed through his back, through the jacket, and then the shirt and into his back. What's everyone doing?
Gagging.
Yeah.
You see Almoros wince a bit as
Mhm.
it's clear holding the dagger is has an effect.
Yeah, I think there is no, to those of you who are probably more in tune with this, which is to say Deb and Cam, and maybe Amaros to a certain extent, there is no smells associated with violence like this, right? Like that you would associate with like the smell of blood
Mhm.
or the smell of whatever. Probably the only thing that any of you smell is the the faint smell of skin cooking
Mhm.
as fucking Amaros is clutching this molten hot
Oh.
dagger in his hand. But you don't smell any of the like scents that you would associate with a corpse or with, blood, like this amount of blood, this amount of exsanguination, right?
Gotcha.
You sure you don't want to drop that? That's starting to smell real painful.
No, I think I can hold it. If we need to use it for something, I don't want any of you to touch it.
Got it.
How do we put him to rest?
Well, I mean, we can see we were right in thinking that he was murdered. I know we all want to think that it's Drew, but if it was Drew, why would he hire us in the first place? We had to realize that any sort of, well, no, I guess never mind. I'm used to ghosts and spirits. That don't mean somebody like Drew is.
As you all are looking
Awkward.
at the body, you see smoke coming out from underneath it.
Seance time. I'll pull out my Ouija board. My new Ouija board. I'll rip the plastic and cellophane off my Ouija board.
Cool.
Yeah. As you're doing that, all of you can see that the jacket that this man has on, right, is on fire, and it is slowly spreading from the back out.
It's about at this moment where Deb just asks the group, there anything? Can anybody make anything about the coincidence that this guy is now actively on fire? The knife in his back is cooking Almoros.
And the house burned down. Yeah.
The house burned down, and Ben Wylam set the library on fire, maybe at the behest of Richard Barkey. So a whole lot of fire
Who?
theme going on.
Richard who?
The sheriff, Richard Barksey. Didn't we figure out that that's Ben Wylam's boss?
Yep.
Or at least who he's taking orders from?
Oh, yeah. We didn't know reason. Yeah. I guess we got to look into the link between them two, because between Andrew, it's getting kind of smoky in here.
Yeah. How about everybody upstairs so we can breathe?
Harlow, are you still doing your seance?
Yep, I'm laying down on the ground.
Okay, do it to
All
it.
right. Everybody else upstairs so you can breathe.
I stay
Fine.
down here a bit just to make sure Harlow's okay.
There's no
while I'm
smoke
here,
yet, but the clothes are continuing to burn. Although those of you watching it can see that it's not burning like there's
Hello?
Did we lose Cody mid-sentence again?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Classic. I do want to take this moment to say the words that came into my head: a fresh Ouij.
I
Oh.
am preparing to pull out something from my pocket and light it whenever the fire spreads. So that was intended.
I was going to ask if we're actually feeling the burn.
I don't know if we'll need the dagger for anything. I'm thinking of feeding it to the bag.
Yeah.
Because I don't know exactly what's happening, but I wonder if
Well,
like
I realize
if you destroy the
it's
dagger,
the
does it
murder
stop the
weapon.
fire? Yeah, it's like if you get rid of this, does that stop it? But that doesn't like put his spirit at rest, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But I don't know that like matters for what we're doing. I'd like that, but
Oh my gosh, I just saw this meme that was like the surrendered videos, and it said Charlie Kirk versus,
Okay.
and it was a Ouija board.
Like Kirk versus what?
Like 25 woke something or other. But it was just a
Oh.
Ouija board.
Ouija board on
Oh,
the table.
gotcha.
Nice.
Cody, I heard you for a moment. No. Did anyone else hear him? I could have sworn.
I thought I
For
did.
a
second,
second.
I
Yeah.
swore. I'm gonna take this opportunity to go get some sherbet.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Somebody was in the process of talking to me when it shit out again. And I don't discount that it will do it again in a second.
I think it was me. I was gonna ask before I leave.
What was
Before I leave the basement, is this like the other place where?
and it
Dark
cut
spot.
off, so I assume I'm getting disconnected.
No, I still hear you.
Doug goes in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, let me just type it.
No, I'm also going in and out. I could see the ping
Oh, your
on,
ping
on
spiking.
Discord going to shit.
Got it.
Guys, it's lime, lemon, and orange.
Ooh, nice.
Yum.
Ooh, rainbow sherbet?
Rainbow
Yeah.
sherbet.
Hell
Oh.
yeah.
Love that shit.
Jealous.
I was actually looking for like a really lemony like water ice or sorbet or something, but this was all I could find. It's still good.
Yeah.
It says it's resolved, but I don't. I have trust issues now. I can't believe it. Because then I'll try to say something and somebody will talk and they'll get cut off mid thing and I'll be like, fuck, there it goes, it's gone. Because that time it got caught in the middle of Max commenting on the fact that Doug dropped out. Somebody say something to confirm.
Did you see my
Hello?
question?
Hello, sir.
Cody.
How many socks are you wearing?
None.
I think we lost Cody.
Yeah.
This might be a problem.
Well, we're in the ghost zone, so it's not surprising. It's affecting reception. Ghost Wi-Fi sucks.
Ghost Wi-Fi
Truly.
does suck.
I liked the idea you had earlier, Doug, about like ghost carpenters building a ghost
Yeah.
house.
Ghost Carpenter's building an actual house.
It was pretty good.
one question. What was I in the process of saying 3 years ago when I started saying it?
The question that I put in the chat.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. What I said, that's the answer. So you've got a
Okay.
you've got a slowly beginning to burn body. You were in the process of saying that some of you wanted to leave the basement.
Let me ask this question before we leave.
Uh-huh.
Right. It seems like the fire was spreading from the floor to this body, right? But does it look like the fire is spreading any further, or is it just is the fire getting any bigger, or is this body just like perpetually on fire at this point?
Currently it's just the clothing burning.
Okay.
Like
we don't actually feel any heat, like if we try to turn the body while it's on fire.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
We'll hang out. Deb will hang out down here for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some of us are definitely want to stay because Harlow's doing a seance.
Gotcha. I'm
Who
gonna
wants to
assume
do the
everyone's.
seance with me?
Does everyone want to stay, or who wants to go upstairs?
Well,
Okay.
since Harlow's asking for help and I'm the only other weird individual, I guess I'll stay.
Okay.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, it sounds like we're all staying.
Harlow, give me a help out roll.
Did you call that right?
A help out or not help?
Do you
Yeah,
want
no.
do you
Awkward.
want do you want
doing
me
the
to help out? Okay.
No,
All right.
you are going to do the science. I don't know why. It's because I constantly put the two of you next to each other, and then I'm like staring at one of you while I say the other one. Okay. Awkward. Give
It
me the
really
help
is
out
because
roll.
we have W's in our name.
Probably.
It's hard.
Instead of help out, can I jinx him?
Sure. This is
Hooray.
usually how you sidestep having to roll cool. So yeah.
For sure.
I've been mean enough to you this case.
Holy shit.
Okay. That's one jinx for Chaboy. Harlow, you get that +1.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Right.
A helpful route presents itself. Okay, so you're trying to do with a seance, you're basically doing to use magic, right? To try to communicate.
Right. Yeah. It's the use magic, speak with a creature. Yeah, communicate with something you do not share a language with. There we go. Aha! Whoa!
Whoa!
Who, me?
Okay, you get extra shit, right? And everything got all complicated once you guys started advancing stuff.
I get. Yeah, it says the keeper will offer you some added benefit. That's what it says.
Okay, so you're trying to communicate with what? What's your intention going into it?
I want to be able to read the spell so I know where the beginning is, so we can fight it. So we know where to go. You know? I'm trying to read the blueprints.
Okay. Going a little bit weirder in that case, right? I think as Awkward, you're staring down at the planchette as it's configuring itself, like moving around into words. The words have no meaning for you, Awkward. They are fucking nonsense. Harlow seems to completely understand them. As the Harlow, rather than words that it is diagramming out for you, right? In this moment, you are understanding what it like you said, you're trying to get a schematic here, right? Of the way
Sacred
the
geometry.
works. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get the sense that you are just past the beginning. In other words, the easiest way is to wait out, but you know that him dying was the beginning, right? And if he is dead, then you are just past the beginning. In fact, I think the way you can feel that is the like rumblings and beginnings of power.
Okay.
What I will give you in addition to that is there is a brief moment where you are trying to diagram out the spell and figure out its beginning, middle, and end. And there is a moment where you are looking around this room, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you in here. Well, 6 of you in here, and you see on the opposite side of the room, just for a moment, a figure entirely made of darkness standing. All you could see of it is a like unnaturally white smile as it is watching over. You aren't sure whether it's watching you, whether it was watching the spell, or what, but that is the extra thing that you see. Something looming over this working, looming over this ritual. And you don't know if it's currently here and you're looking at it here, or if you're looking at it like as this ritual happened, right? You have no way of knowing that, but you catch that glimpse of it for a moment.
It's horrible. Thanks.
Mhm.
um. Okay. Okay. So you say that best way to stop it is to wait for the spell to loop around again? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. I
Based off
guess
of your
I'll
previous question to me, right? Which is what's your vulnerable point? The vulnerable window has passed.
right.
So you can either
Yeah.
try to manually shift it backwards if you think you're capable, or ride it forward until it will loop, right? Whatever that
Okay.
means.
Right. Okay. Uh I will say that. I'll say that we have either the option to let the spell complete and start over again, which may start the cycle over the possessions over again, or we can try to pull this ritual back a couple of steps and start it over.
Sounds like
Second one's
the
gonna be
only
harder.
sounds like the only way is through, right? I mean, if we want to get all the answers we need, we gotta let this do its thing, right?
Do you think we can get that knife out of here?
If we go backwards, won't we see who put the knife in?
I pull out my phone and open up like text messages and camera, and I'm going to text a. I'd like to text a picture of the knife to which one's alive? Andrew, right?
Drew.
Andrew's alive.
Drew.
Drew is
Andrew
alive.
Drew is
is
God
alive.
dead.
damn. Okay. All right. Text that picture to text that picture to Drew and say does and
I'll
that's it.
I'll cut you off there as you try to
Okay.
operate your phone and send that text, right?
Right.
There is no connection, no discernible connection that you could see. Like no bars,
Awesome.
no Wi-Fi.
Okay. Perfect.
Mhm.
Yep.
But that is an important piece of information, actually. So
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a freebie.
Yeah. And I've got that picture, and I'll send that when I can.
Okay. What's everyone want to do?
If we go forward, is it affecting outside or only in here?
I don't know, because whatever living spell this is attached to the development also. And any continuation of this ritual is going to continue to affect the development.
If we let what's happening happen, will the houses burn?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, but the other option is that whatever it is that was going to burn down the house, all that rage and attempt to contact somebody, it could be going into doing what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to make sure that that the killer is brought to justice and everything.
It's your ritual.
Whoever made this ritual weirder than me.
What's everyone want to do?
I think we should try to get the knife out of here and see if we can maintain it as some physical evidence. And I think we should also try to get a hold of Drew. Uh, um, and maybe just try to confront him. We could do that in person or over the phone.
Okay. So, Amaros, you are clasping the knife, the very, very hot knife.
Yes.
Is your intention for all of you to go up the stairs then to try to go back up top?
Yeah, I mean, if we feel like there isn't anything to do here, then yeah, we can start pulling the knife away, see what happens.
Okay, give me your marching order.
I would like to go last. I'd like to stay down here as long as we can with the board.
I think I'm going first then.
I'll go second.
I will, as I said before, stay in as long as possible. Make sure
Okay.
Harlow's okay.
Yeah, then I will be third in line behind Amaros and Awkward.
Okay. Amaros, as you are ascending, right, you can feel the knife getting heavier, though it is not equal to your strength just yet. More concerning, though, is as you get close to the top, you very clearly smell smoke. And you see smoke before you reach the very top. You can look up into the house and see smoke. Quite a bit of smoke.
Hmm. The house, we're in the basement, quote.
Uh-huh.
So going upstairs is
Yep.
on fire.
At least partially, and probably a lot, considering how much smoke there is.
Okay. Do we feel the heat of this fire?
You do not feel it until you get to the very top, right? Until you actually exit the threshold of the basement, assuming that you do that just to check, right?
Yeah, I try to go.
Yeah. You take a step out. First thing that's bad is the smoke, which didn't really bother you until you exited the threshold of the basement, right? Second thing is the walls are completely solid now. And there is definitely one of the walls of this hallway to your left is fully on fire. So there's fire, like a roaring fire, like 10 feet away from you. So you can feel the heat.
Hell yeah. I turn and shout, good news and bad news. Good news is the house is more real. The bad news is it's on fire.
Amros, give me an
I
act under
think that's
pressure roll.
too bad news.
You want to act under pressure?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You're trying to maintain your grip on the knife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a brief moment, you can feel in your grip, the knife like flicker in and out of existence, right? As it like is trying to return to where it was as this all progressed. And you anchor it with your own being, right? You anchor it to you, to here and now. As a result of your very good roll, it will not harm you. You could tell it is actively I say it as if I'm like personifying it. It isn't really so much that as it is almost like you are trying to pull it far away from something with magnetism, right? As
Yeah.
it wants like the forces that have constructed this thing want it to go back to where it was, and you are trying to drag it away from there.
Yeah, I take a step towards the fire, into the fire, dragging this knife through the air.
Yeah.
Baby, you can teleport. What are you doing?
I don't know if I can come back. I don't know if I can come back.
But you can take the knife.
I know. I know.
So yeah, you are stepping closer to the fire. What does everybody else do as you see Amros stumble into the smoke? Some of you are far enough down that you can, like, you could see Amros at the top, right? The two of you who are in the back could see Amros at the top. As Amros surrounds the corner, goes, "Oh," where there is a giant wall of fire.
Yeah, I'll just scream downstairs. We gotta go, and we gotta go right now.
Okay, what's the plan?
I kick open some doors to make a path out of here.
Mm-hmm. So you kick up the easiest door is straight ahead. You kick the door open into what was the living room that
I
you were
can't
in.
believe I'm gonna do this. Almaros, I'll just scream up the stairs. Almaros, get the van and drive it through the walls, and I'll throw him the keys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so Amros, you're plunging into the smoke and flames by yourself, right? At the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
Okay. I think for the moment your harm mitigation is going to be counteracting the worst of it, right? As like there is heat, but it cannot burn you sufficient yet, right? It's going to take a bit more than that to do. You can see over where the garage used to be, right? It is way more solid now, and you can't like see into the garage. So you can see the door. As you open the door, you see the van, but it looks like the van is like halfway in the like there's a garage door bisecting it. You notice though that the house around the van is burning, right? But the van itself is not on fire.
And when you say it's bisecting the van,
I mean it is bisecting the van.
okay,
The
it
back
is
half of the van,
bisecting the van. Okay.
the back half of the van is on the other side of the outside wall, right? Of what would be like a garage door.
Hell yeah. Okay. I in my mind I'm thinking, well, that's a shame.
Yeah, god damn. That's not good.
Is there a door out of this room?
There is not.
Okay. Because I didn't know how garagey it was. And there might have been
Yeah,
a
in fact,
exit.
you would think that there might be, right? But you don't see one.
Hell yeah. I take I stumble back into the other burning room and just shout back, I don't think the car's gonna drive. There's a wall through it.
Mhm.
I look
can
around
I-
to see if I could find I'm trying to see if there's a way out of here.
Okay.
As for what I continue to do.
You give me a read a bad situation then. While you're in the process of that, everybody else has seen Amaros plunge into the smoke upstairs. What do you all do while you're in the stairwell?
I still am on the ground if I can be, and I would like to try to banish a spirit from the place it inhabits, the place or object it inhabits, as
Okay.
per use magic. Oh,
Oh,
that's
Amros.
not a good roll.
Hey, that does get me to 5
Yeah,
XP.
Amros, you take you take you take one harm. As it turns out, you do need to breathe, and you're causing quite a bit of inflammation to your lungs. Though your skin is not burning, it turns out your lungs aren't maybe as impervious, or maybe just like it's starting to hurt to breathe, right? Hurt enough that like you can feel the rasping in your chest. You do the whole perimeter, right? Most of the fire can't burn your clothing, right? It can't burn your armor. It can't burn you. So you're walking by it, feeling the heat sort of remotely, and it isn't until you make an almost full rotation, not finding a door, that you realize like, oh shit, I've been breathing and I've been trying to hold my breath in places, but like my lungs are starting to hurt, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definite coughs as I like
Mm-hmm.
lean against a wall for a moment, holding on to this dagger.
Yeah, you can make it back to the stairwell if you'd like. Basically, it's like a full rotation back to the living room that you were in, and then back through one doorway into this weird squarish hallway.
Yeah, I
Where
can end up back there. Yeah.
Yeah, you come stumbling back in, coughing. Go ahead and give me that roll, Harlow. You were trying to roll a use magic to banish something.
Mhm.
Interesting. So what specifically are you trying to banish?
So I am still kind of like with the Ouija board and trying to like speak questions that can be answered fairly like succinctly, as I know that there's, imminent danger. And as we are communing, there is just something that maybe I understand, or maybe there is like a chink in the geometry that I notice and am able to like guide the spirit itself through, so that it can escape the ritual and leave the living ritual to starve.
Okay. Um what I'll tell you with the success is that you're at the wrong point, right, in order to
Yes,
fully disrupt it.
right.
So what you could do, right, is shunt the spirit, potentially stopping things where they are, right? But you don't know what exactly that would do to, like, I'd even let you do it for a second to see what it would do, right? Because you don't know for sure, like, okay, if I'm just basically building a cage around the power source for a second, right? What happens to the rest of this thing? Does it lock in place where it is? Does it stop entirely? Does it, right? Like, you have no idea what's going to happen. Does that
Yeah,
make
if
sense?
nothing, yeah, at the minimum, what I'm trying to do is make this spell, which is burn a house down spell, stop burning house down for a bit.
Yeah, so you do this, right? And you get the sense that what you've done is lock things in as they are, which is to say, house burning, not burning down, right?
Sure, yeah.
Meaning you've weirdly like stopped the progression of entropy upstairs as the fire like is still burning, is still hot, it's just not destroying the structure anymore.
Cool. Take it.
What does everybody else do in the stairwell? Amros comes walking back in, still clutching this dagger.
So are we getting out of here, or are we going to burn to death in this house?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Are we waiting for this to finish so we can or are we pretty
Is there-
sure that we've got it all and we can just go now?
We don't have it all, but we've got to get out. There's
Yep.
nothing else we can do here now. We just have to leave.
All right.
All right, let's go, everybody. I'll usher people up the stairs.
You enter into a house filled with smoke and heat. What's the plan?
As we're heading up, or as we begin to head up, I'll say, I can try to get us all out of here, but I've never moved this many at once before.
"10 feet in the wrong direction is into fire. Be careful."
Are we figuring that we're just letting the house suddenly rebuild itself through all of the? All right.
How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
5
people in
total.
addition to you.
5 total, yeah. I say, okay, I can take 2 at a time, I think.
I will jinx Amaros.
Do that roll.
And hey, you
Nice.
get 2.
2? Look, I'm gonna
So
need
1
it.
for each.
I get 2 jinxes? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, 2 plus 1s going forward.
2. Okay.
Yeah, it's not +2. It is
Yeah.
a +1 and a +1. Different rolls.
Why don't you take Awkward and Arlo out of here? Cam and I'll start looking for a way out.
I hand you your keys.
Oh, thanks.
I don't think it's gonna drive.
Okay.
Wait, which direction was the garage? Just knowing that's on the exterior of the building, like, you know,
Yeah.
the garage isn't in the
It's
middle of the
basically-
building.
Nope, forward and to the left. It was just
Alright.
it was basically like to the right of where you were standing when you were in the pseudo living room.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Mm-hmm.
to see
Yeah,
if I
get it.
if I take everyone correctly. A 12.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you take who are the first 2 out?
Harlow and Awkward. And the intention is to arrive like 10 feet outside the parking lot.
Right. You basically use like the point you were at was when you were driving in, right? You were at one point you were 10 feet, right? Up
Mhm.
the drive outside the parking lot. So yeah, all 3 of you appear exactly where Amaros intends you to be.
How does the knife feel?
Yeah. Amaros, the knife in your hand, you can feel it getting less solid by the second. Like it's strange, right? It's still hot, but it's starting to feel like you're holding like not that it's heating up to the point of liquefying, but that it's like losing substance, right?
I show Harlow and ask what he thinks I should do.
Fuck. Can I can we roll? Can I roll investigate a mystery?
I think in this particular case, this would be closer to a read a bad situation. If only because
Okay.
you in read a bad situation is what happens when shit is hitting the fan and you don't have time to take a logical approach anymore, right?
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to like
Right.
be in it.
Can I also read that
Yes.
situation?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
We'll go ahead and give me those rolls. We'll litigate the answers in a second while we go back inside to the people. Amaros, are you jumping back in,
Yes.
or because Deb, you are actively doing something? I assume Cam, you're not waiting, or are you? Both Deb and Cam.
I am not immediately jumping back in as I
Right.
want to see
Got it.
the
Yeah. So Deb and Cam, what are you doing in there?
Cameron is lingering on the stairs because he's trying to see what is happening with the body. He's still trying to figure out
Give me a
what
read
the
a bad
message
situation.
is that's going on here.
Give me a read a bad situation.
Because I'm a tactical genius, I roll plus cool instead of plus sharp.
Sure enough.
there we go.
Okay.
It's a 9.
And Deb, you're going for your car, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. So you see what Amuro saw, which is that your car appears to be wedged, like not even wedged. It just looks like the house is like bisecting it, right? Though you don't know if that, like, you don't know how solid that actually is, right? Amoros never went over to check it. You can tell it's definitely not burning, even though the wood of the house around it is burning, right?
Is it a wall of the house that's bisecting it, or is it the garage door?
It's the garage door.
Garage doors come down. I'm getting in the driver's seat and putting it in reverse to try and rip this garage door off of whatever the fuck's going on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Give me an act under pressure roll with obviously you get a +1 to your driving.
Okay.
Interesting. So it's a hard choice, right? I think Deb, you can get through, but you're gonna take a little bit of harm as there is a brief moment where you basically set your mind to fuck this. I'm going through, right? I'm going through. And you by sheer force of will, there's a moment where it feels like there's physical resistance, right?
Mhm.
And you can get through, but you're going to take one harm. If that's okay with you,
Perfect.
then okay. So what happens is there's a moment where you feel like it's a physical wall for a second and you just pedal down and suddenly it almost like the car juts forward, right? As there's no physical resistance. The only thing that happens is as you're backing up, you pass by flame, right? For a brief moment, you're like exposed to a wall of flame as it just passes through you. It's almost like a bad sunburn.
Yep.
Right? As you just are like moving your hand so fast past the flame that it doesn't burn, but it is disconcerting.
Yeah.
And the van, from the perspective of the people outside, the van, you could not see it for a moment, and then it comes ripping out up over like the median that surrounds not the median, the like where the parking stop things are in each individual parking spot, like backing up onto the grass that is nearby as you see Deb inside lightly smoking, mainly her hair.
As soon as I'm free, I'm going right back to where I came from, and I'm trying to drive through the walls of the house to get to the staircase to the basement.
Okay. Let's go back to Cam real quick.
Yeah.
Cam, give me that question you got.
I will. Oh boy, I'm torn between dangers we haven't noticed and biggest threat.
Okay.
So I am going to go with. No, I will go with what's the biggest threat. I know that there's stuff going on, but
you are watching the body, and you see the body is now like actually burning, right? Though it's not burning
Still
in
no
the way
heat.
that it right. Still no heat from where you like can see, right? but it isn't. When I say it is burning, it's not burning right either. It's not charring. It doesn't even look like it's cooking. It just looks like it's flaking away almost, like it's paper or something. Though then with the answer to your question, what's the biggest threat, right? You alone in this basement, in the corner of your eye, you see a figure in the standing kind of in the shadows of one of the corner where you can't see, and you can feel the head swivel towards you as you see two very, very white eyes glowing softly, and a smile. And a finger comes up in front of the smile. The smile's still going, and the finger comes up in between it, and with no lip pressing, you hear shh. Whatever that thing is, definitely the biggest threat.
Oh boy, this is
We'll come back to you in a moment.
this is
I'll let...
well.
Or actually, unless there's, what's your snap reaction? Actually, Cam is a person who would immediately do something, right?
Yeah, I have. Oh God, there's a. Yep. There is a snap reaction, but at the same time, everything slows for a moment as he is combing his thoughts for anything that he has experienced before.
Uh-huh.
Oh no!
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh my god!
On a miss, I can ask a question, but if I do, I'm personally complicit in creating the situation we're dealing with.
Oh,
Good
no.
I'm just
god.
gonna mark the XP and be done. I'm not
Okay.
I'm not asking nothing.
Yeah, so this is one of the few where the miss does not give me anything. I believe, because it says what happens on a miss, right?
Yep.
Okay. Popping back outside real quick. We got 2 read a bad situations go off. We'll go with whatever order you both would like to ask your questions. Do you have yours advanced, Harlow?
Not this one.
Okay, cool.
Ah, damn
So-
it.
Yeah, we'll go with whichever one of you wants to go first. We could probably either have you stack them, so one asks, then the other asks, then etc. If you want to build off of each other, or however you want to do it.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. What is the most vulnerable to me?
What is the most vulnerable? In this situation, the knife is vulnerable by virtue of, like, it seems to be made of the same stuff the house is, right? And it is very conceptually weak in this moment, right? So you could pretty easily, like, dispel it or remove it or banish it or whatever, right? Because it does
Okay.
not want to exist. It is very vulnerable.
Okay. Okay. Doug, do you want to ask one?
Yeah, what's the best way to protect the victim?
Who's the victim here?
The people inside.
Uh,
Yeah, is there anything
with
I could do out here that would help? Or that
um,
Arlo could do?
anything you could do from out here to help? Um, you think that potentially if you could, like, there's something to using a little bit of your sight for
Mhm.
this, right? There's something to, because there is no actual physical substance to the outside, right? And this is confirmed for you a little bit as you see Deb pull the car through seemingly a wall outside, only getting burnt, right? There seems to be, this structure does not quite adhere to physical standards, right? So one of the ways is to potentially try to use that to get in and out, right? Maybe if you just believe that you can, that's sufficient, right? So that would be a potential way to protect the victims from the problem that is you can see from out here the walls that are burning.
Yeah.
You got another one, Harlow?
Any dangers we haven't noticed?
No, because you have noticed all of the
Yay!
You have at some point noticed all the problems, including the big problem that Cam is encountering in the basement.
Yeah.
Do you got another one for me, Awkward?
I feel like you may have already answered that, so I'm gonna skip it. And I don't know what I'll get from this, but I'm interested. What's most oh wait, Max Axa, right?
No. Ask that question. We have different shit.
Okay. What's
Yeah.
most vulnerable to me?
In your head, Awkward, you hear a voice say, "Pay close attention now, Awkward." You see your eyes kind of glaze over for a moment, and you feel your vision rushing forward down past. You could see Deb. You like zoom, everything goes into slow motion, right? As you zoom past Deb, as you zoom through the walls of the house, as Deb is slowly now accelerating to go back into the wall. You go down to see you see Cam in the basement, across from a dark figure in the very corner of the room, who is making a shush noise, but the finger is going in front of a smiling maw of teeth.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And the voice in your head says, "That should do."
So that's most vulnerable to me.
Yep.
So this is a stretch, but since I can see it now, can I jinx it?
I don't think you can jinx it with this
Okay.
parameter.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You could tune into it for sure. Now that
Oh, that's a good point.
you've got a
Yeah.
technically you've now
Oh,
got to
no.
lock onto a new thing. So this traditionally works
Touch
really well
the
for you.
Hat Man.
I'm going to, but it's your question next.
You each get how many?
3.
Okay,
3.
cool.
Can we hold one now, or does it burn out
hold
through?
them. You can
Okay.
hold them. We're still in the scene, so if you'd like to
Yeah.
hold till it develops, that's fine.
I'm gonna hold mine
I
as
would.
well, but I'm
Okay.
also gonna tune in.
And I'd
Okay.
like to use magic, but you can go first.
You will get a +1 with your tune in because
Oh, thank God.
you're using that knowledge you just gained to tune into this thing for the purposes of trying to learn about it.
Okay, here we go.
Hey,
Oh, thank God.
What was that, Ted?
hold on. I'm just uh since I was finally able to see the Shadow Man,
Uh-huh.
uh
Shit.
What?
Yep. Yeah, ask me that
Yay.
question. Fuck. Yeah, ask me a question. Hold on. Back in time. Yeah. This is a new thing you are seeing for the first
Yeah.
time in this case.
Yeah.
oh god, this is such a good list of questions too.
Yeah, so
Um,
that would have retroactively kicked off
Right.
Harlow.
Right.
We'll
It's
remember
okay.
it.
This information can come
True,
retroactively.
'cause-
Okay.
yeah. That is definitely an unnatural creature. It has
Ooh.
tints of a weird phenomenon, but it is mostly an unnatural creature.
ugh.
Yeah, so Cam,
I
you
want to
got
know what it
this.
is so bad, but I feel like what can hurt it is probably the better question.
In the situation you're in,
Look,
maybe.
look, one
I
can
could
crack
also
this
ask,
whole
what
thing
can it
wide open.
do? Yeah, I will go with what sort of creature is it?
I think this feeds in a little bit to your dark past, right? As you're trying to rack your brain, you get a flash of insight about this thing, right? About what it is doing here, and you are taken aback for a moment, and almost like in the the bullet hell that's down there, the slow motion as it's whispering at you, you feel like your chest clench, because whatever this thing is, what sort of creature it is a fragment of something much bigger. and very, very old. It is regarding this whole ritual as a thing that has been offered to it. This whole thing was a sacrifice to it. And that makes it, as this sort of creature, something very, very, very old. Like power level wise, you're dealing with something like a what we would call like a genius loci, or like the spirit of a place, or the spirit of a natural phenomenon, right? It's on that level. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
I think this might be the moment where Cam realizes, oh shit, I am both alone and way the fuck in over my head.
Uh-huh. Awkward, give me those questions.
What is the creature planning to do right now?
Right now,
Mhm.
it from what you can see, it is planning to it's a little bit outside of the bounds of what it is capable, but it is going to attempt to try to harm Cam because Cam is alone.
I hate this question, but how can I attract its attention?
You can attract its attention by, if you see Deb accelerating forward, right?
Mhm.
You think that it's vulnerable to you, according to like that question you asked, right?
Yeah.
And the way to get its attention is to get down there, right? To be next to Cam. And the way to do that is either to teleport with Amaros, right? Or to follow Deb in as Deb is using the car as a battering ram. You could see that begin to happen, right?
Oh, I thought
As
I just
Deb
had to
switches.
believe to get through.
Well, to get through the outside wall, yeah, but Deb also is about to try to drive a car to the stairwell, so that might precede your ability to run there by a few miles per hour.
Okay. Amaros is inside currently, right?
Amaros
I'm
is
out.
outside,
I'm with you.
holding the
Oh.
dagger that is rapidly losing form.
I just teleported you.
I
Yeah.
thought you teleported back already. Yeah, so I'll turn to Amaros and say, I need to go back inside now.
I look at Harlow since that was the last question. Was asking like what to do about the knife.
Right. We need to break it. Can you break it?
Maybe.
Maybe I was unclear about now, but Cam's in trouble. Now.
Yeah,
I-
knife break now too. Also, no time.
I look at you. You said Cam's in trouble.
Yep.
I attempt to teleport you and
Oh,
me to
God.
Cam.
You have a +1.
Okay.
Dagger still in hand.
Dagger in hand.
No, actually, the way I will do this is I'd like a help out with a +1 from you, Awkward. Because you are trying to use that information you just got, right, to get back inside better, and you're still using your read a bad situation +1. So try to do a help out with a +1 to see if you can solidify this to help Amaros.
Oh no. Okay, that'll work.
That's a +1.
+1 to the roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger, which was kind of the plan.
Don't worry about that. So Awkward, you are working with a +2, a +1 from Jinx, and a +1 from Help Out.
You mean Amaros?
Or sorry, yes, Amaros.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I could benefit from my Jinx.
Yeah. With a +2. We needed it. Well, actually, we don't. It doesn't matter. On a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it. Either you are all separated, or you all appear in the wrong place.
Hey, Amaros, I'm gonna give you the choice because I like it. Do you end up in the basement, or does Awkward?
If I have a sensation to like push him through a doorway, right? Like the ethereal threshold. If I have a choice in the matter, then I choose me to go to Cam instead of putting Awkward
God
into
damn
possible
it.
danger.
Okay. Yeah. Awkward. You end up 10 feet behind Harlow, facing the wrong direction. Amaros, you appear next to Cam. Let's go to Deb real quick. Give me an act under pressure with driving as you are ramming the fuck through the walls to get to the stair to make it right.
Deb.
Yes.
Fucking A.
Cinder block
Hell yeah.
soul.
Yeah,
and
you could describe to me what it looks like.
there's a very brief moment where the van is going in reverse as it bursts out of the house. And there's that brief moment where there's the lurch as it just drops from reverse right into drive.
Uh-huh.
And a little squeal of the tires. And then I think just for shits and giggles, even though I just tore a hole in the house in one location, I just burst a hole, a different hole in the house as I go through walls and debris falling around me. And I pull up so that the sliding door of the Sienna is at the top of the stairs to the basement. And I just hop into the back and open the door and scream down, "What's going on down there?"
Here's something weird, Harlow. Your Occam's broadsword triggers from something like a weird phenomenon you just saw. Deb just did something. Whether Deb realized it or not, Deb just did, probably just did magic.
Deb clipped through the field a little bit.
Yeah, that was a weird phenomenon, right? That you just saw. You saw it happen as Deb went through. To you, that can only mean that Deb just did something.
Deb did magic in her Sienna.
Yeah, there is a big Sienna-sized hole through two of the walls to the stairwell that
in
you all
the
can
ghost
run
monster house.
Yeah.
All right, we'll follow. We'll follow.
Yeah, there is still flame and smoke, and it's weird, right? Because the smoke isn't flowing out of the hole, right? Like normally smoke would. It's just inside the house, and the walls aren't burning any more than they were. And you see also now that the Sienna is like smashed through these walls, the walls aren't like reforming around them, right? They're just like you could see like they're flickering a little bit and like clearly broken by the van rolling through them, right? It's like it's like it's trying to reassert itself and it can't quite do it. There's just a Sienna-sized hole in the middle of it.
If that's the case, that's something we can go through, right?
Absolutely. Though we're gonna go to Cam in the basement first.
Yeah.
Hey Cam, how you doing? It's all of this is like from your perspective, right? Been like 10 seconds as you are just staring at this thing that is making complete eye contact with you. Its eyes are glowing incredibly, like violently white.
I hear Deb crashing the door and shouting out, "What's going on down there?" And Omeros has just appeared next to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those two things probably happen. Like Amoros probably gets delayed a little bit due to the weirdness of having to choose who goes through the crossroads correctly. So Amoros appears as the van is thundering through and Deb is hollering.
Omeros, what do I see going on with the body? Has that changed at all?
No, it is continuing to burn, though you can see it's not burning any more, right?
Okay.
Like not any worse. It is possible that Harlow did literally pause it, right?
Yeah. Which means that there is nothing more that I can potentially learn down here. So it might be time to go. So, yes, as Omoros appears, I will grab Omoros's arm. Yeah, we don't want to stick around here, and try to usher Omoros up the stairs.
I ask you if you're in danger. Awkward said you were in trouble.
Well, there's that thing, and I don't know about you, but it's
Both you roll me an act under pressure.
oh boy.
Mhm.
You know what? I feel like this is important enough that I'm just going to take the +3. I'm gonna bottle it up. I'm
Ooh.
gonna give you
Sure. Yeah,
3
yeah,
more
yeah.
to
That's good. That's good.
Where is my act under pressure button? There we go. Nope, that's the power. I need to hit the dice.
Mhm.
With cool. +3.
Huge.
Woo!
Huge.
Okay, Cam, the way this feels, right, is you both feel a lurching sensation, right? As you turn to like move up the stairs. Amaros, you are listening to what Cam is saying, it's just like right. And as you turn out of the corner of your eye, you see the eye thing, right? And both of you feel like your stomach sort of like churn for a moment. Cam, you pull through it without anything happening. Amaros, here's your two options. Either you don't get caught in this and get pulled across the room, or you can get out, but the knife doesn't go with you.
I'm sorry, explain my options again?
So you are going to be pulled across the room towards the figure, right?
Okay.
Your options are get out clean and leave the knife behind, or keep hold of the knife and get pulled across the room.
He's just doing my job for me.
Sure. So you're going in.
Yeah, I let him take me.
Okay.
Okay.
Amros.
As part of my choose to either do what I want
Shit, yeah.
or can I snatch I see Omoros is being pulled across the room. Can I snatch the knife out of his hand?
Yeah.
I
Sure.
know it's not going to feel good. I know it's going to hurt. But
Yeah. How much armor you got again?
2.
Okay. It's not particularly magical armor, as I understand it.
It
The
sure
one of it
is not.
One of it is, isn't it? One of it is like is one of it gumshoe shit? I can't remember.
No, one of it is. Well, actually, yes. Hold on, because
Yeah,
Gumshoe has something. But what I'm thinking of is one of it is bulletproof vest. One of it
Right.
is battlefield awareness, and then this is actually. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to pull up the book because this is not written into the move. Oh no, it's written into my code. There we go. You may not be possessed or charmed by any sort of supernatural, alien, demonic entity or item.
Yeah. Good. Why not?
Good.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Great.
Good.
Uh,
I'm being pulled. You want the knife, but I want the knife at the same time. As
Okay.
I'm being pulled, you grab hold of like my arm, right? And then the knife is exchanging between us as I'm being pulled and losing it, and you're grabbing it. And there's that moment where we're both holding on to it, and I look at you and say, I'll hold him, you use it.
Okay.
so who is holding the knife then?
Cam has the knife as I get
I
pulled.
have the knife.
Yeah, Cam, will take 2 harm
Okay.
from the heat of it,
Yep.
right?
Yep. It hurts. It hurts
Yeah,
real
it hurts
fucking
a
bad.
lot. Deb, Meanwhile, you've crashed through. Harlow and Awkward, both of you give me an act under pressure roll. Harlow, this definitely qualifies as weird shit. Awkward, you do. Actually, you'd both get a +1 for your read a bad situations, respectively. You both kind of got
that
different
now?
information about the situation. So you're
Yeah.
just right now
Holy
you're
shit.
trying to run through without getting hurt.
I get a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Yeah, Awkward, you can make it through, but you're going to lose the backpack.
You.
Or you could get caught on the backpack and be delayed from everyone.
I'll lose the backpack.
Okay,
You're
Harlow,
trying to take my thing away from me.
you're clean. Both of you, neither of you take any heat or smoke damage. Deb, I'll give you the option next. You've crashed through. You've made the path, right? Do you hop out of the car? Nobody seems to be coming upstairs at the moment.
Right. If I've called out and I haven't heard anything back and no one's coming upstairs, I'm definitely hopping out and going down the stairs.
Cool. So the two of you who are running in after the van see Deb holler and then throw the door open, roll out, and then, like, keeping low under the smoke, just jump into the stairwell.
Oh my god.
Okay, Deb, you get down the stairs first here then.
Mhm.
In time to see Amaros is across the room in front of this, you see it now, thing. This just darkness in the shape of a person with, like, too many teeth in a mouth and eyes that are glowing white.
Mhm.
It is in the process of swinging at Amaros. It's too far away for either you or Cam to do anything. You see Cam now is holding the dagger.
Okay.
Amaros, one harm is going to make it through onto you.
Okay.
You have a lot of fucking resistances.
Not enough.
Yeah. As you get pulled towards it, right? It doesn't even seem to move, and you feel like it feels like what it must feel like for the can to be crunched by, like, one of those, like, wall can cruncher things, right? Like, you can feel like your whole skeleton creak for a moment as some enormous pressure is not pushing you down towards the ground. It's like, being underwater, deep underwater, right?
Yeah,
Where the
being-
pressure
being
comes in
crunched.
all over.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a groan of pain.
Uh-huh. So, what we'll do now is we're entering into combat. Harlow and Awkward are going to take one round to get downstairs. Cam, Deb, and Amaros are up in it now. It has just done its thing. We have initiated combat. That makes it Deb, Cam, and Amaros's turns, respectively. What do each of you do?
I attempt to do the plan and try to grab this thing and maneuver it in such a way. I'm trying to kick its ass, but, like, what I want to do is try to get a hold of this thing to make it easier for Cam to attack it. So maybe that's a help, actually, to
Okay.
Cam.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Go ahead, Deb.
I'm guessing that if Deb sees this, given her history, she can probably interpret what the plan is pretty quick. And so I'll just rush over and try and essentially do the same thing. So, like, if Amaros has got this thing by the right side, I'm going to try and grab the left side and position it so that it is most vulnerable to Cam, who I have already seen as a knife.
Okay. Deb, what weapons do you have currently?
I have a 9mm, a hunting rifle, and a big knife.
Okay. I would say you cannot quite, because it's on the opposite side of this basement, so you wouldn't quite be able to get over there, get into place, do all of that. But you could. I would mechanically say you could do that by, like, taking your 9mm out, right, and just firing bullets into it.
Sure.
Right? Because, like, even if it doesn't hurt it, you're just trying to distract it for a moment to give Cam the window, right?
Sure.
Okay. So that makes it a I guess that's the question then. Deb and Amaros, you're both functionally trying to do a help out roll, right?
True.
So theoretically, Deb could do the help out roll for Amaros, and Amaros could do the help out roll for Cam.
That's true.
That is
I
allowed as written.
I have mine advanced. Adam, I don't know if yours is advanced.
Mine is not advanced. My help out is not advanced.
Okay. I
So-
think then maybe you help me, and then I try to help.
That sounds great.
Cam.
Yeah, you throw the suppressing fire down for Amaros to try to get into position, just buying him a second to slip free of this crushing pressure. That's a
Woohoo.
+1 for Amaros.
Insane. Okay. Help out +1. The +1 I got going forward for the Jinx, I didn't use it because I was like gonna be a teleport. But is that supposed to get used on like the next roll you do?
Generally, like I would determine when you used it. I have, yeah. Didn't you use it on your? Oh no, wait, I'm looking at the wrong person.
I
You
used
did-
it on the initial teleport, and I'm just wondering, like, should I have already used it for something else and now don't have it anymore, or is it restricted to the teleportation context?
No, it's whenever I say. If you'd like to use it now, you're more than.
Yeah, that would give you the +2.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
so. Because if I hit on this, it's great. Oh,
Yes.
yes.
What does
Ted,
that mean?
On an advance, on a 12+, your help lets them act as if they just rolled a 12, regardless of what they actually get.
Oh,
So that's a
Oh.
12. Do you have kick some ass advanced, Ted?
I sure do.
Yeah,
Bummer.
that is a kick some ass advanced.
Mama.
Oh boy. Yeah, I kick some ass. I roll a 12. I've already suffered some harm, but I'm still tempted to just suffer less or to inflict terrible harm. I don't even know what the stats are on this knife.
Yeah, you don't, but
But I will inflict terrible harm. I will add one more to
You're-
whatever harm it inflicts.
Terrible harm for a terrible
Where-
creature.
where do you stab it at? The
I-
suppressing fire means that Amaros, like, it looks like Amaros is moving deep underwater, but Amaros teleports basically behind it and is holding it in place, chest out towards you, right? And it's weird because you could see the dimensions of what it looks like, probably like a kind of taller male figure. It's just completely darkness, right? Other than for those teeth and the eyes. Still
Yeah.
smiling, not changing expression yet.
I think there is a moment where it looks like Cam is just going for wherever the heart should be. Like that's the way the training would go. But at the last minute, I think she just brings the blade up and under the jaw. I'm aiming
Nice.
essentially
Mhm.
for the teeth
Yes.
and the eyes, just straight up. Just
Yeah, you so one harm will come through on you as you turn the blade, driving it up. The blade is lost from your grasp as it wedges itself. Like, it's strange because it goes up through the skull and then seems to get pulled out of your grasp deeper in. The figure like ripples for a moment, and you very disconcertingly see the smile bend down into a frown, but a frown filled with teeth. As it, like, you can actually see it begin to like flicker, right? As you can see the dagger is like wedged in its center, in the center of its head, right? And it can't fully corporealize around the dagger. And you can see it hasn't rectified what the fuck to do about that yet, right? But you've caused it a serious problem with this. Cam and or not Cam, Awkward and Harlow, you are running down the stairs. I think you will just get to the bottom as we enter into the next thing that's happening here.
Cool.
let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta chase him. Cam, give me an act under pressure roll.
Under pressure. I am not going to bottle it up at the moment. Oh my God, where's my act under pressure button? I'll roll off bottle it up, even if I don't. Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know what that actually means. It's been so long since I've gotten less than a 12.
Yeah, it's essentially a
Worst outcome, hard
a
choice, or price to pay.
a worse outcome. Well, let's go with a worse outcome. Cam, it reaches forward. You see its arm flickers through Amaros's grasp as a normal-looking hand that elongates like a shadow along a wall is coming towards your throat. You pull back in time for it to. It feels like it like rips directly through the bulletproof armor. You will only take 2 harm. You would have taken a lot more. But
Okay.
you
Still
Yeah,
feeling
go ahead.
bad.
Yeah,
Unstable.
that was the
All right.
you pulled back before it could try to wrench your right. Anybody can respond. Yeah,
Yeah. Can I take an opportunity to make a protect someone roll?
absolutely. And you're doing your special thing, right?
I don't know what you mean by that.
You can do it with charm, right?
Well, I can do it if I'm telling him to do something else. I don't know that I can manipulate it. Since this has already happened, I don't know that I can manipulate someone
Hold
into.
on. Yeah, so it's if you can protect someone by telling them what to do or by leading them out. So that I think this would qualify as like fucking duck, right?
Great. Yeah,
I think that perfectly checks out. You are using your battle sense, which you have, right? To be
Yeah.
like fucking duck. I can see it's moving. You're like looking
I
at
see it.
Cam's
Right.
shoulder
I see
and
it's
running
coming. You
up.
need to duck right now. Got it. All right. Let's keep our fingers crossed here.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yo, sick XP.
Okay.
All good. I'll survive.
You said we could do anything, right? Any of us?
Yeah, hang on. I gotta
Okay.
resolve what
Yeah.
there's no it doesn't list what happens there.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm manipulating another hunter, it's up to them on a miss, which it's up to them whether or not they listen to me.
In this particular case, it's different, right? Because this is
Right.
still protect someone. You're just
Right.
using manipulate. You're using charm, right?
Right.
But functionally, it's protect someone. So nothing actually written bad happens from
Right.
protect someone. I just get a hard move. So everything will go as is. Cam takes the amount of harm that Cam took. You shout, get down, etc. Okay. I'm going to say that Amaros, you take 1 harm as the thing thrashes to try to get loose of you, right? As Cam like lurches backwards and it doesn't connect. You see the head like swivels around backwards, frowning with those eyes boring up into your eyes as one of the arms twists around backwards to try to grab you. And you get clear of most. Anybody can respond to that. Actually, Deb can go ahead.
I would like to try to cast some magic to try to trap the beast so that it can't flee, and that might help free up some of you guys a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay.
Use a magic. At this point, I'm going to say you have a +1 because of like read a bad situation shit going on. You've seen this thing and also asked questions about it, so I'm just going to assume.
Yeah. So.
Same thing for you, awkward.
Cool. I'm gonna jinx it.
Yeah.
Oh, there should be one. Yeah. So I pull my nail gun that I stole from Awkward a while ago. that I've hexed and zip tied, so that from here I can fire a blessed iron nail that pierces this thing to the wall.
Yeah, you like the nail goes into one of the arms and just pins it to the soil behind it, sinking deep into the soil. The arm like seems to disappear, right, as a 3D becomes 2D as it touches the wall. And you want to jinx. So yeah, your jinx takes place.
Cool. I'm gonna spend one immediately to interfere with a bystander is trying to do in an
Right.
attempt to reduce any of the damage that either of them. But I don't.
Okay, so I think time-wise, you could definitely Amoros. I think you get one harm back, as the jinx takes place and spares you from the. Essentially, it's still dealing harm to you, right? But it can't deal the full amount, so it is rebuffed by your resistances and your armor.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even know what your jinx. I think at this point, awkward. Your sunglasses are not on. Your eyes are blazing white. You just reach out, right, and like tell causality, don't do that, right? As the hand is about to, like, you see the future in which the hand hits and Armos takes damage, and you decide, no, I don't want that one.
I like to think that the ground just became more slippy and Amorous.
Yeah, Amoros, like, his foot slips on some of the soil, and his head dodges to the side instead of one of the...
Well, I obviously trip
also
over a
like-
root. It's obviously
Yeah, you trip over a root.
I also like the idea that like it happened and I said no and time reversed.
Yeah, you see Amros like speared through like the upper chest by this like lance of this thing's arm, and you just are like, no.
Yeah,
You
or
probably
it didn't happen.
audibly,
I just got a premonition of it.
yeah, you audibly yell no as Amoros's foot catches on a root, slides to the side, and only the edge of your cloak gets pierced by the hand of this thing. That does leave Deb, Amoros, and Cam. Because I guess nobody else is. It went first, and that triggered all the crazy shit to happen. So it's the three of you.
I'd love to hurt this thing, but
Yeah.
I'm insanely hurt.
You are very
myself.
hurt.
This thing is close to killing me.
Yeah, I see Cam just took a bunch of damage. I can see Omeros is looking in bad shape. And if I remember correctly, Cam no longer has a knife because it's stuck in this thing's jaw. Is that accurate?
It's stuck in its head. Like you can see its head can't get forward corporeal because the dagger is wedged there.
Great.
Clearly,
I'm going to rush
interfering with
forward
it.
and grab the handle of this knife and just twist it.
Okay. You give me a kick some ass roll.
Yeah.
Let's go, Deb.
Adam, are you okay?
Look, this is basically all Deb can do. So she has zero magic abilities. So that's about it.
Honestly, kicking ass is what we need right now.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What does 9 mean?
On a 7 or more, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on the established dangers in the game. This usually means you inflict the harm rating of your weapon, and your enemy inflicts their harm rating on you. On a 10 up, choose one extra effect.
Okay, so easy peasy, harm inflicted both ways. This is an opportunity then for both Cam and Almost to respond to Deb taking harm.
I forgot that I have advanced kick some ass.
Oh.
The +1 harm is for a 10 up. Advanced kick some ass, I should not have suffered harm, or I could have inflicted double harm. Not going to try to rewind. But
well, no, I
that is
thought
something I can
you.
remember.
I calculated it as you dealing double harm. I
Oh,
thought that's
okay,
what you meant.
perfect. Yes.
Yeah, no, that you fucked it
So it's
the hell
+1
up.
and then doubled. Got it.
Yeah, you fucked it all the hell up. Like I
Okay.
took that as red when you were like, I want to hurt it. I'm like, okay, done. So Cam and Amaros, you can respond to Deb. Deb, from your perspective, it is very strange reaching through the shadowy substance of this thing's head, right? To
Not the
grab.
first time Deb's reached through someone's head.
Sure, yeah. You're expecting a lot more resistance, actually, and
Yeah.
it's weirdly
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, it's just kind of cold. That's
Crazy.
strange. You grab the knife and twist. At the same time, both of its hands are like swinging in to grab your shoulders and to just physically like compress you. Cam and Amaros, you can respond to that happening if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to
And-
try to protect someone as I try to reach out, grab it, and pull it back to me. And I said, "Hey, where are you going?"
Actually, hey, Jinx boy,
Yeah.
what are your Jinx effects? What do you got?
Well, I used one already to
Yeah.
interfere with him, and I was
Mhm.
just waiting for my turn to use the next one.
Okay, you don't have to if you don't wanna.
Yeah, okay. We're going full Hail Mary. So I'm actually not gonna make it all the way down halfway through, and I'm gonna use one of my jinx to inflict harm due to an accident.
Okay,
Although
so you're gonna cause an extra harm to go through.
yeah. And at the middle of the stairs, I am going to stop, and I don't know if I can make my eyes flash bright without doing anything, but that's what I plan on doing.
Yeah.
And just yell, you may not know who I am, but you know who I serve, which means you know that I'm the biggest threat to you at this moment. You'd be wise to focus your energy on.
Yeah,
And I
you
would like to, and if that requires like a manipulation, that, but
no,
that's
I
enough.
that yeah, you just deal the harm from the Jinx. Okay. We'll work through the sequence then. That happens as Deb is twisting the fucking knife in its skull. The harm is being dealt back. Cam or Amaros, do you want to do a protect someone?
Yeah, I'll do it. Protect someone.
Okay.
I grab it, pull it back to me.
Yeah, both of its hands are. It's not even like stabbing. It looks like just going to grab Deb and like physically compress, right? Just through sheer strength.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
yeah,
do you have that
yeah.
advanced?
I sure do.
Sure do.
I sure do.
Nice.
Yeah.
It means
Why
that
do I even ask?
Yep. Both you and the character you're protecting are unharmed and out of danger.
Fuck yeah. So
Nice.
I think just this once, if you want to teleport Deb across right after Deb wrenches that dagger, you teleport across the room towards to be where Harlow is, scot free. If you want.
I I don't want to leave this creature's thing. I want to stay a threat to it. But if I'm able to, hey, can I? Can, I just want to grab it and pull it back to me. Is all I want to do, so it doesn't get to her at all.
Yeah, I think the way this effect works is you as you this is one of those like plot things, right? You cannot actually do this, but in this particular case you do because it's cool. You see the hand sweeping towards Deb as Deb is wrenching the knife into its skull. The hands are sweeping in to like almost like clap Deb on each side. And you teleport both yourself and it like 10 feet over to the side, right? The magic 10 feet, both of you move. It's the first time you've ever moved something hostile, right? But it happens because protect someone 12 plus means, you're good.
Hecate blesses us this day.
Yeah. It is now facing Deb is like the hands basically clap together with like a thunderclap, right? As the attack finishes. And you all can like feel the like, oh shit, that was almost Deb's skeleton. As Deb, you are still physically, like from your perspective, right? You were holding a knife twisting, and now your hand is still doing that motion in the air. There's just nothing there, right?
Gotcha.
As you almost like stumble back from the like lack of resistance all of a sudden. You're not holding a knife, but you see its neck is reared back, that frown up towards the ceiling, the eyes like flickering wildly. It did not fucking like that. Not at all. Cam, you still have a turn, actually.
I sure do. I'm just going to kick some ass because I have a gun, but it's who knows. I don't.
Now,
What I also have is a knife,
yeah, a special knife,
a
shall
special
we say?
knife
Indeed,
that I've
and
not been very
as I
excited about using until right about now.
as I seem to recall, I can give you a -3, right?
You sure can.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair. That's
yeah,
a valid thing to
yeah.
do.
This is a good time for that, I think.
It sure
Yeah.
would be.
Balanced, as all things should be.
Good luck, Captain.
It sure would be, but I don't care what I roll. I'm just spending a luck point. That's a 12.
Yeah,
Goodness.
yeah.
I,
Luck point.
I am
does-
going to do +1 harm, and I'm going to suffer no harm at all in response.
Yeah, you pull. I think in its current form, you've got it like almost like a buck knife, right? Where you've like put it in like a leather sheath. And you know it's fucking annoying because it keeps almost like cutting along the lining of the sheath at the bottom. Like it's too sharp, right? It keeps like wearing away at it. You pull this big fucking knife free as it glitters, and all of you see the like stained glass of it. It flickers from looking like a normal like buck knife to a stained glass, like almost short sword looking thing. As Cam runs over, and where do you drive it in, Cam?
I'm coming down. The first blade's
Oh.
gone up through the top of the earth, has gone up through the bottom of the jaw. This is going straight down into the skull.
Okay. Yeah, you drive the sword down into its skull. You can feel you hit the like metal on metal, and you actually feel it like cut through the dagger as the dagger's like losing its corporeal form a little bit. The thing still silently, like as its like head is swiveling down and it's trying to like move, almost like a bug stuck like on the end of a like one of those corkboard things. It is like writhing for a moment, trying to get away from the dagger, trying to get away from the dagger that's in it. The eyes roll to you, Awkward, for a brief moment. It flickers and then is gone.
Like we killed it.
As far as you can tell. Though Awkward, I'd like you to give me a weird roll.
Fuck. Can I do something while I'm doing that roll?
Nope.
Okay. Oh God.
So close.
So close.
Honestly, yeah, I've
Mine are the worst because it's like if it was just one either way, it would be out of my hands. Like, sure, a failure sucks, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's out of my hands.
So-
It's done.
in a fashion, this is like an act under pressure roll. But it's a
God.
very specific kind. So I'm going to give you a choice. Either you can do this sneaky, but it's going to hurt, or you can do it very obviously, but it won't hurt.
I don't know what it is, but I'm afraid to take damage right now, so let's make it obvious.
Yeah, Awkward, your eyes blaze, and all of you feel like the room itself get brighter for a moment. And you realize it's not getting brighter, it's just less dark. As all of you can see the darkness, like, looks like it's getting pulled over towards Awkward, past Harlow, like, next to him on the stairs, and into Awkward's eyes. And it is now noticeably less dark in this basement.
Well, I'm glad I did it obvious.
Fuck was that?
Do I have my faculties about me?
Yeah. Except
Uh,
you, as far as you know, you didn't do that just then. Which is
yeah.
disturbing because you've never not been given a choice. And to you, you realize this is something else.
Yeah, they're probably mad at me. So using the site, can I see like what was absorbed into me?
No.
Fuck. Here's a dumb question. Can I tune in?
Go ahead.
Okay. And then I have one more move after that. 9.
What's your question?
I suppose where's the creature right now?
In your head,
Fuck.
you get a calm voice says, "You've never gotten to know the answer to that question, Awkward."
Okay, cool. And then I would like to sensitive to see if I can get a cute little impression of.
Yeah, sure, try.
I'm just gonna cycle through it all. Hey, a 10. I gain a definite impression, a vision, tangible aura, overheard thought, etc. about important.
You get one overheard thought in your head, and it's not you realize with kind of a sickening sort of dawning horror that it isn't from it as such, but you hear a voice very familiar to you, not speaking to you, and it says, "Welcome home."
Wait, which familiar voice do I hear? Because it's not it.
It is it's the voice that you most often speak to in your head.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. Okay, cool.
Everyone else, Awkward's just gone through a bit of a reaction stack there. Fucking blue magic player cycling through those fucking reactions.
He didn't answer my question, which was
Oh,
what
I'm sorry,
the
what
fuck
was the
was
question?
that? What the fuck was that?
I'm not 100% sure right now, but I have a feeling we'll find out.
All of you see the
Okay,
dagger
someone
flickers.
cuff him so he doesn't shoot anyone in the meantime.
All of you
Monster
see
timeout.
the body is
Cam
suddenly
just spinning the knife in his hand.
the body is suddenly face down and the dagger is embedded in its back.
Oh. Oh.
Harlow,
I look
it's not
around to see if it looks like reset.
here's the thing, Harlow, it's close. It might be close enough for you to do the spell, but it means that maybe like you could potentially try to just get it done with, right? You might lose out on information, but you might be close enough now to stop it. You don't
Oh,
know
fuck.
what moment this is locked in time in, right? This could be right after the working has begun, right? But it seems to have reset. So it seems to have told you that, like, you know, maybe you won't be able to see what came before this, but you can stop it right now. It's vulnerable to you in this moment.
Okay. I'll do it.
Okay, you may use magic roll with a +1.
Nice.
Okay. So you get extra shit, right?
Yeah, an added benefit.
Yeah, the added benefit is you feel as you reach out and just destabilize that moment right before you realize it's even easier because the thing that was feeding off of this is gone. That other thing that was here that was using this to do something is not here. There is no more intention guiding the outcome of this thing. It is very easy now to reach across and to simply stop it from starting, to just slip a couple, like, to use the sacred geometry, right? Slip a little bit of extra math in there that just disrupts it from ever becoming what it would be. Your extra effect is you realize that you've got a small window here to, like, you're about to be underground, right? And with the remaining bits of the magic, everybody sees the, almost like the area around you shifts and looks like it's speeding up as in fast forward the basement around you begins to kind of, like, the soil itself seems to almost like cook in steam, and you find yourselves, like, basically moving in reverse upstairs and standing out on the middle of the median as Harlow, with both hands raised, is, like, almost like guiding the time dial, right? Like running it forward as the house around you burns down into black, burns down into nothing. Then you are standing, you realize there's not a parking lot here anymore. You look around and you're just in a field. Harlow, you are panting with the exertion from this fucking bit of high art you've just done. Like, everybody's watched you do some proper wizard shit just then. Like,
It's been
holding
a
up your
long
hands, like,
day.
you are standing in a field. The truck is parked nearby. The van is parked a little bit further away.
What time is it?
Yeah, it's like midday. Which tracks. It doesn't seem like an unnatural amount of time occurred, right?
I'm gonna text Drew and say, I know Andrew was killed, and that is all I am going to do.
Okay. What do the two of you who are unstable do? As you are bleeding, and one of you bleeding just regular ass blood, the other one pooling a bunch of golden ichor on the ground.
I think Karen and I are like standing next to each other.
Yeah, you were
kinda
near
like,
each other.
right?
Yeah.
We're like
Deb's like in
standing
between the two of you.
standing. We're all kind of like looking at Harlow, and I just say, "Hey, pretty good moves, Cam."
Hey, you're the one. You two are the ones that set me up for it. So good work all around.
You think that was enough?
Oh no, I don't. I think I know what that was, but I'll see if I'm gonna look into that. I think I got an idea what we just saw, and that's well, if I'm right, it's real terrifying, and we are very, very lucky right now to be alive.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let me ask some people and look into some things.
I'm gonna test
I
to see
don't
how
want to say if it's not what I think it is. I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
see
say the name. I mean,
how hungry the bag is and try to heal myself.
Okay. Do it to it.
Ooh, I heal too.
Yeah, not a lot of bag work today, actually. It's not fighting you that much, right? You haven't really brought it to bear all that much today. It gives freely.
We like that. Soon.
Mhm.
yeah, I guess I will try to medic myself as well.
Yeah, for you, it's just big fucking gashes on your chest.
Yeah.
You realize you're also probably going to have to repair the body armor. If not
Yeah.
replace it. It's all kinds of fucked up. It looks like...
Hey, I heal
Yeah,
2
you're
and
good.
I'm stabilized.
Easy.
Oh yeah. Forgot I am. If you get stabilized, you uncheck unstable.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
even if you have, let's say, 4 wounds and would be unstable, you then just have 4 wounds and are stable.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay,
Because you can
gotcha.
also be made to be... One of the things of use magic heal, for instance, is you can potentially stabilize without healing. So you could stabilize somebody at 2 harm, for instance, right?
Gotcha.
Meaning they
Okay.
would not get any worse than they are.
Cool. As we're taking a little breather here, as we're healing ourselves, I'll ask Deb, hey, how'd you get the car out of the wall?
Simple. Reverse and pedal to the metal.
Reverse and pedal to the metal.
Deb, you can't see it, but everybody else could see that Deb almost looks like she has a sunburn. And you can see the hairs are a little singed.
I'll have to remember that for our next driving lessons.
Oh well. No, yeah, you should probably keep in mind that's an advanced move. You're gonna want to wait a little while before you try that one. You showed good judgment. Just bringing the keys back and saying it was stuck in the wall. That was smart.
Thank you.
So what's our next move?
Well, we should check to see if the houses are burning, I suppose. And do we have to stay the night? Weren't they burning at night?
Awkward. I could say definitively that has been averted.
We're good on that front.
Oh, great. Then who's hungry?
Yeah, we've been paid. We can fuck off.
Should we stop by Drew's?
He'll get in touch with us if he's got questions.
That's fair enough. I don't think I'm welcome there.
Yeah. Awkward, you want a lift?
Always.
Alright.
So yeah, are you all headed to the diner?
Yeah, let's go to the diner.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the way, like with Awkward in the car.
Oh god.
Well, actually, yeah, I guess chronologically the way it works, you have to go to the development to get Harlow's car. And then you have
Yeah,
3
we're here in mine
vehicles.
and-
Yeah, because you came
Yeah.
here in Deb
Yeah.
and Cam. So one of you's got to
Yeah.
swing by so Harlow can get his car.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, then
can-
it's... Go ahead.
I can take you back to the development to get the car. Because I think I was the one that, like, it was our cars that ended up there in the first place.
Yeah, it was.
But I will say, so where did you go?
Which time?
Any time.
Well, I think you're asking generally and not specific to a certain time. I don't know for sure, but I like to think it's some sort Mind Palace. It's not of my own making.
Whatever it is has hurt us.
I know. We should. We should talk about it.
I want you here, Awkward. But if you're gonna take more shots at the back of people's heads, you know you can't keep coming.
Sorry, I'm eating popsicle right now.
He's just
Oh,
snacking.
He's doing the
He's
Brad
eating my
Pitt
trail
snack
mix.
game.
He's a
blood
nervous
sugar is
eater.
low. Okay. I had hoped that the good I do would outweigh the bad that would inevitably come, but I am starting to think that that is no longer the case.
We can figure it out. If that's what you want.
More than anything.
Okay. I'm keeping the nail gun.
But it's so cool now.
Yeah, I'm not giving that to you. I think it might be able to kill Amoros if I hit it right.
All right, well, I can't buy it on the
I'll pull up to the Denny's.
Yeah, I think smash cut to all of you sitting with your food in front of you with the varying levels of like 1,000-yard stare and or completely unbothered.
I think we might be mellowing out, but there was another dead body this time.
Yeah.
There was another dead body and also an eldritch horror. So that one is new for most of us.
Yeah, things got different. Huh.
Yeah.
Any conversations anyone
Yeah,
has?
are we all doing 1,000-yard stares in real life?
So let me get this straight. It's like in you now, Awkward.
Yeah, something's there for sure. Something else.
I could try to get rid of it, but if
I would love nothing more. However, I don't believe that wouldn't be without consequences.
Well, up to you. You're like a normal human, right? You're not a,
I think I was at one point, or was born that way, but just not destined to be.
Well, the trying comes with its own risks. So maybe we'll see how things go.
Yeah. I guess I owe you all an explanation at this point. I think things have gotten bad enough that I can't maintain secrets anymore. But I should say that I don't know how much information I can give. If I pass out at any point, clearly I went too far. If that makes and he's not looking at anyone, he's like playing with his hands down. So I don't know a ton. but from what I can gather, a deal was made, I think long before I was born. It's a family line thing. Being a part of a cursed family kind of fits, honestly. But there is this entity. I don't know how old it is, but something tells me it's ancient, and not exactly benevolent. Uh, they they clearly want something with me, but when it comes to answers, they've been rather obtuse, purposefully. Um, they have saved me in the past, specifically with that siren entity, but it specifically said that I've already been spoken for, already been claimed, and I don't know what that means or for why. Um, but they are also the reason they are, although I definitely blame that whole fiasco. I'm not exactly innocent there. At first, they seemed aligned with us and our mission here. They were helping and have been helping, but I think after today, we can see that it is working with its own interest in mind. Um, and I don't know what to do about it, because if I deny it, try to fight back, I get punished in some way, which is why I'm afraid to try to evict this now second passenger in my mind. But I'll open up the floor for questions. Again, not knowing how much I can say.
How do you feel?
Scared. Very scared. It is
Of which part?
definitely of what it wants. It wanted me back here, and it is keeping me from leaving until it gets what it wants. And I don't know what that is. But I think after today, we can say it's not exactly for the most innocent of reasons.
Do you think you have enough control that we can trust you along? Or do you think you need time?
I can't say for sure that you can trust me at every given moment.
I trust you.
Thank you. I don't know if that's well placed.
Of course it is.
That's kind of the point. Even if it's not, it's worth doing.
I am interested in finding out as much as possible. Um, the problem is I am restricted. There is this area where I could potentially get more knowledge, but I am going to need help.
What do you need?
Well, someone to go with me, in case I tune out, as they say, and someone to make sense of it all. So I think someone with at least a foundation in arc might be best.
Know about that, but I'm happy to help and keep you safe.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
There is my home. I haven't been back to it, but not for lack of trying. Every time I get close, I wake up somewhere. Sometimes not too far, sometimes. And it's in that place near that place that I think I will find answers.
give me a couple days to recover, and we can plan some time to go out.
Okay. I am sorry for not saying anything. I just they made it seem that consequences would occur if I revealed too much.
Well, you're not in this alone. We're all here to help.
Thank
Freitags.
you. He kind of like reaches out and like has that look on his face.
All right. I think that is where we will end session, and I'll leave it to a vote right now of throw a 1 in if you like this, if this is the end of this case, right? Or 2 if the case isn't over